the otua sika no ono na nwom ne ye ne dia Kwesi Arthur to ground up enwom adwuma no atene ni so nti o release ya no ade ato platform bizuma tuatua kakra no wanya kakra no but o ye adwuma se say de on mabie. You don't know these streets like we do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Street is Watching. This, of course, is my editorial. And it's probably brought to you by www.mybet.africa. Unyetwa ubediudi sua ubetuya. Check the link for a year update via the on mybet.africa TV and also Okwabenya sports content via here via. Of course, it's also probably brought to you by Aqua Blue Mineral Water. Aqua Blue Mineral Water. Misensu ensu a obenoma emma yare this time around you stay healthy in the year 2024. So make sure you grab for yourself Aqua Blue Mineral Water. It's crystal clear and it's so refreshing. It refreshes you at every sip. Yes, also probably brought to you by Jupay. Send money to your friends and loved ones across the world. All you need to do is use the promo code DJ Slim. Promo code DJ Slim. Utrobuma. Nature say eneno. Or send the amount $10 discount. They say a free $5. They say a $10 discount. So send money to your friends and loved ones. Use the promo code DJ Slim. That is on Jupay. Jupay. Let's just say Jupay na sete. Today in this editorial, we're looking at ground up, Charlie. Who's no more sound? Be able to pop. Ground up, Charlie. We're looking at the issues that are within ground up. Now, it caught our attention because yesterday on social media, on Twitter or X to be precise, Twitch, one of the artists or Juma or ground up, echo on a rant. Now, rant now started calling. Let me read a couple of them to you, and was it caught most of us off guard. We know say issues were, but for Twitch to also jump into the conversation, it caught some of us off guard. Now, first one was ground up, Charlie. You the fuck up. We know the talk will mean say we fool. I'm big on respect, and if you don't respect me, I don't respect you. Glenn, if we meet anywhere, it go be giddy for there. Terry, I be you today here. Screenshot show I just say Jack hit him. Now. Twitch goes on another one saying, all the old songs you still they listen, the money all they go to Glenn for ground up. Bomb the new shit and stop asking where the fuck I am. So a man Fubusan said Twitch na lie, because he's been off the scene for a minute. And, I decided to do a lot of background consultation and also dig into the issue a little bit. Now, this is what I've gathered so far. The late trigger, the who say see on social media between artists of ground up and Glenn, who is the the bankroller or the executive producer of the movement. Late trigger, and I said the man as Sparky see based on the claims are ground up early on the old songs on record ground up studios. That is the late trigger. But the initial trigger, I started, a couple of, I think last year thereabout. The initial trigger, first and foremost, it was about some of the shady contracts that, na Ekosu were doing anymore. Most of the artists, in fact, it started from Kwesi Arthur, and he was the first artist to, who's like Kwesi got exposed quite early. I mean, from the days or drop away, grind day out, status or bang, he got a lot of international friends and all that. So he started asking around how they move. How movement and it's saying label no mudili. And then he got to understand, say, Charlie, how our label no mudili is quite different from this terrain. And the contract na ankasa or the chirenkofo bi baako mienu and they realized that Charlie was a very, very shady contract. So, I mean, metimi aka to a certain level, but me boundaries be. But the man say na contract is shady because percentage be near the idea na no. Professionally, that is not how it's done. I'll leave it that way. Now, fast forward, there were also other things that triggered Kwesi. The entire moon Kwesi Arthur on ground up no na me breaking it down. And no eba be affected the NYC it was social media. Now Kwesi at a point in time ni streams kra no esika no na onhu because omu chema Glenn, who is the money maker or the executive, na chama tia block no so kakra. Na tia we tia block no so no. Deservedly, it was so because let me take you back a little bit. When an artist signs to a record label, of course, streams nisi kanina comes through the record label. And therefore, disbursement of funds, the type of contract that you have with the label. Place are a little bit shady. If the money is supposed to be released every quarter ni drew and yes, I was a bar hobby and son is canaba. But in the case of Kwesiata, it me bro so he had to make approach like also call no kubisa and son ebia so and me kwako check and said the biaba into any free so. And this is the hot seasons time or a hot or boy a lot of shows, maybe getting a few endorsements here and there, making some cool money. But then supposedly, or I mean realistically, you're supposed to get that because and also kind of streams of income home. But anyway, it's also part of it. But somebody will ask me, who is Glenn? Glenn is the money maker or the bankroller, the executive producer, as people know it in the music circles. Ono na nisika they share ground up on no NT studio no. So he founded the studio with the help of Big Homie Flea. So Big Homie Flea so beba picture him. Big Homie Flea, Glenn no or a UK boy, ba Ghana, Skawon ho, ba Ghana no, the poppy do ho, Sanon Pesomche do ho. And no one electrical company be almost so almost supply electricals and the idea. Yeah, business. He's a business guy. But then Big Homie Flea, me eton drip, what you say, or more drip lie. And a Big Homie Flea in him terrain. So Big Homie Flea and a boy almost set up studio and all the boys in the bem so came into the picture through that. So it was through Keso. I know I recorded Kwesida. And I introduced you Kwesi to ground up, Kwesiata to ground up. That is how the link started. But fast forward, things have started. Almost year Jumani adia. Kwesi discovered some anomalies in the contract and any idea the Kwesi ball. So term no one year what now home term no year. Now when they are about to renew the contract, that was before Son of Jacob came out. Before Son of Jacob album ni ebeba out no. Now percentage na near a rough no crown says yes wasati. Percentage na ano just say emre no say I'm for artist train the label dinner labels so train artist di. But initially Glenn set up ground up as a movement. It wasn't a record label. I mean to say Asaka Boys. Asaka Boys in your record label. We have independent artists on it. So this is how he was able to get all the artists to sign deals, because you might wonder, Kwesi should be smart. This is how it started. Now relationship, now I could say, I quite to say, how do I put it? Like father and son, because anytime the boys needed some form of push, because he had a studio, the guy had a studio, he was recording them for free, wasn't charging them or to me fund your mucha music videos. Boys never saw me promotion or more promotion. So the boys felt at a point in time that look, and when I say the boys, I'm talking about Kwesiata, who was the first person to be in there. Later on, Kofi Mole Monia the Ade, that is why you realize that when Kwesi blew up, Kwesi was virtually on the songs of everybody that came up from Kwame MP, Kofi Mole, and then later on Twitch. And Twitch is directly the artist of Kwesiata. Now, remember some details in which now Kwesi is being funded by Glenn, who is the bankroller of the whole movement. Kwesi Drew baby no who's no unya Jack. At the end the baby Drew ni there. Mama yen official now because said the old boys in there. Yen official. So that is where the contract thing came in. Contract and answer muno. I'd so be our boao or no year as and yes or no year my boao because not expect to be and free. And I want any air sign contract. I mean, in all fairness, let's just be real. Tendency and as a chance to sell by your dreams or the lawyer and Kasabem dear. And here be a thing. And that's exactly the same way my brother Kwesiata fell. He fell for it. Inti ehone man ko sign contract bi ase see e opese o solve sa issue ni mpo a arbitration no e London. Baby o se etena ka asem e London. There is a contract back for one of the artists I chanced upon it. Na me share contract na ground up the ma artist in there. Me say, hey, we dey any akwan munji ni kidney nka ho. Munji kidney. Na abia one kidney, one lung. Anu eden dodo. Anu eden. As much as we want to protect investors to the be among to mo boase kakra we dey ensa dansa yem. Glenn ensa dansa yem. Now this whole case has sparked up to a different level because some of the errors in there that I believe that the boys, should have pay close attention. Number one, failure to involve a lawyer in omu dealings. Number two, because the lawyer is not involved, technically, ubuso be on copyright and copyright issues. The executive producer has the right to your masters. That is a fact. The otua sikano. Ono na nyom na yede eye ne dia me patro mi sisu ye di otu asika no ono na nyom na ye ne dia. That is why in the case of Obrafo versus Manche versus Hammer versus Drake yato Manche case na koto abonten, because if Obrafo paid for the songs, every voice or every element on it belongs to him. He has the master's right. The master right to adiano. If Hammer paid for it, a Hammer dia. Se manche when Piana oko na akoye to so whatever form of payment that you had as at that time, chale ehono de mrano uni mrani ni hwe. Inti ato manche case na to abonten any asa final 10,000 Ghana cedis. That's a subject for another case. We'll get to that. But anyway, some of the errors that were in there, I believe also a over familiarization. Over famzy on the streets and can over famzy. Trese nipa na boawa ma say say edru business na wo say mo ye proper business untimi ne nkate deal ye ema in favor because time and no expect free no cry like on expect free wo mu no cry na o invest no ma uska. So imagine if Glenn was able to fund music videos worth 30,000, 40,000 or 50,000 for Kwesi even before onene contractor. So okaso onene contractor the odebe to obiano. Morally you will be tempted to sign, and that is what happened in the case of Kwesiata. Over familiarization harm. Studio no almost set up no case so ni dia anymore, like I said earlier on. But they were recording for other artists. They were recording for virtually Kiddy recorded there, Walasima recorded or Hoston, but I think there were times that even before it became a record label, like Ghana became a record label, there were times that artists beat me call Koyenyum, and it was for community purposes. Now, Tema Community 11, quite close to the Assemblies of God, that's where the studio was located. As it stands now, the CMNO say the studio nini hobium. And me sure say be in the next video because they say your time na ABT. In the next video, ABI bet me call into why so any other people who are supposed to be a part of the movement from day one and so what. But what is happening to Twitch right now is, and I'll show you screenshots of it. You can also check it for yourself. Opa Kwesiata, all the old Kwesiata songs, all the old Kwamina MP songs that were done under your friend is saying ground up, all the Kofimoli, any artist under ground up. Case here written, it says there, and I'll show you one of them. Written by Ground Up, Charlie. This is it. Superman by Twitch. The song was written by Ground Up. Yes, Glenn War writes who ultimately claims to it. But then, and I want to appeal to the conscience of Glenn and also tell the boys to also pipe down a little bit. Realistically, there's no two ways about it. But the boys need those catalog, those master copies. Said they be advance from new record label, and that is the fact. Sesi munye dwuma biem, but the nkoma ye gu ho no o de release more na omonfam pay label for because when they are signing on to another label, they are now going in as a new artist. And labels would want to advance you more money based on your old catalog. That is how the system works. It is a mebana meba sign kwesiata na minim say or Son of Jacob or mixtapes bear 2 or 3 binia de ade wo ho a. Minim say anya se memano $100,000 or 200 or even $500,000. When the new jam or the new project takes off, there's going to be rippling effect on the old project. People are also going to check him out. So if I'm able to open Kwesi to a new territory, I get Kwesi or I get Twitch into a new territory, people would want to fuck with the old songs, and the old songs will get revenue and streams to support Siskebia Mediashim. That is all that the boys are asking for. But I think the relationship now is rocky based on, you know, some of the things that happen. I mean, Kwesi, a typical example is people thought say Kwesi nya obi a support to Black Sheriff Carrier when they had a feature and the feature was not coming on. And the main issue is the percentage involved. Na sa same way no me ntimi nko details because me revealing here maybe I know a thing. It has no issue. I mean, Kwesi has no issue with Blacko. And I believe Blacko has no issue with Kwesi. But paper works, you know. Team B, I finish physical pa jiskebia. I know a thing. I just want to, in this editorial, I just want to plead because there's little that we can talk about when it comes to this issue. There are issues of the court. And a court, so boys need to mean fan court because court na kasa baby osi could dia somewhere London. It is a Kwame MP person kwa choko London. Kofi Moli person cause of issue na chere London. Say system ni mo e din show sumba stream no so akoye some way. Kwesiata the only has and I can tell you reliably that chances of Kwesiata coming to Ghana send na nimu idea mo forget it. Cause we start adwuma o ye adwuma wo ho. Omo adwuma no atene so. Recent album or release a project or release and I mean distributed it on I think a private platform and was charging money meboa asaka. No, he was charging different money for that meboa. Yeah, that's how it is. It will release and on there are 2 platform business no tweet akakra no wanya kakra no but oh yeah dwuma say dey mebiem kwasi mebiem wajai ade no monfa o tronwom no nya kakra bia no de ato se mo ye 10 kra na mbekọ makutu eska ope. This is how disturbing the whole thing is. And I'm concerned about it because of the fact that, Charlie, we need some of these artists to be active in the business because they have experience. Apart from them being extra, talented, it's so good because Kwesi is undoubtedly one of my favorites. And I know so wow, Kwesiata is also one of your favorites. I fuck with Twitch. I fuck with Mole. Mole and Kwame MP lately I've seen them say almost all grindy different and I appreciate them for that. I mean they've moved past it. But then for somebody like Kwesiata, for somebody like Twitch, that am directly affected me. Charlie, I would like to appeal to Glenn. Stakeholders in Penuphobia no. I mean, step into this one and let's try to make sure, say, Charlie, I do a bit myself. But Glenn, if you're watching this video, shout outs to you, big ups to you for investing in the business, investing in Ghana music. Baby, I believe you can do better. These people were once your friends. They were once your brothers. They were, and say, say, nothing spoil, my guy, I beg. Monso Herena Monsolve issue. And a peaceful editorial, and I'm a demon. You're from DJ Slim Street. No, Eshe. You don't know these streets like peaceful editorial, and I'm a Mickey me drop it 1 year ago. Now, sa peaceful editorial we and said I need peaceful amount for be so far in a different direction. I think the follow-up I think the follow-up was when his father called me. Right after this video, I had a call from Kwesiata's dad. Na mne Kwesiata papa edin komo bebre edin komo ekwachi. Mo fancha me arefo. Edin komo bebre ekwachi na komo no I mean, he detailed a couple of things, and of which I put out in my second editorial with respect to this one. Now, mo fancha me some buy man chia dia because heat na na yede ba no. For the culture heat na yede ba no de anu ehye pa.
Jesus!
Heat pa na yede ba. Back to back na yede mamo. Mr. Mami Chacha. Big ups to everybody watching right now. We side Editorial where boy at the start, you know. Editorial me had 1 year ago. A year ago, 1 year. A dear fit. Saturday on video I'm no. A dear fit. Share now man for some brown lines is here. We're live on Facebook, YouTube. We're live on TikTok as well. Street is watching, baby. Shouts going out to you, Richard Kofi Riafeo. Say good evening, bro. I like you, pa. Please, next time, grand interview about madman. So call himself Igbo King of Ghana. 10 years madness. Shouts going out to you, Nana Kwame baby. Oh, drop of fire emojis. GH Nana Boateng. Or say I'm the first here. Saying says Slim, are you back in Ghana? Debbie. Me my. And I bet you so kakra. Talk about DJ Khaled. Or see him call in a more professional way. Jija.
Jesus!
Yes, Moja and him.
The blood of Jesus.
How did Juju be that?
The blood of Jesus.
2 years old.
What's it with that?
Yeah, 2 years old. Shouts going out to you on Henike Jan. Now, we are walk on Henike. Sundays, they only say about 7. They are Ghana time, no near Tanasi. Sunday 7 p.m. Ghana time near Tanasi. Near the for the culture, April. Shouts going out to dealing with it. FSR VDJ Prince Paul. I say my guy Slim. Salute going out to you. Alexander Kwachi, I say always talk lies and hey, cool Slim. Okay, now let's see if say a intro and I say I'm part because as it stands now, because the was in the conversation during the week. Now the entire question no conversation. Me baby Dina man for ko twa sa say my dear man for the come and wasem e de horoso pa me that time people were like, oh Slim and Trona Kwesiata obesaba Ghana. Who said Kwesiata wouldn't come to the country? The guy is running on a B1 B2 visa. What are you saying? Unimun sema enima ya adwen se enka. With that 1 hour conversation that we had with the dad, you know the things that we know that we did not say because it is not for public consumption. It is not for public consumption. You can't stay here if you're running a B1, B2 visa until America more than 6 months. Ube urema also sako. Aha when you're citizen, I want to mean a simple process. You people don't know. So when he came back to Ghana, hey, people were at my neck. Now, Editorial we out here. Sabi prediasa. Ubiye wajuma. In the end, I said it's a peaceful editorial. Begging the CEO of Ground Up, say, opinion in Tiasia, although technically he owns all the songs. And you mean because one of the fun day, if you do not know IP laws, go and check it. Intellectual property, check it. We're online, phone. Once I watch YouTube, you bet my IP laws. Who owns the masters to every song? Is the person who made payment for it. And you know, say adiani kurano. Na ono eye na adwin so be release ya ma boys no na boys no e de aye adwuma obetimi ho kwan so be ka se oh I me de nyom no amamo ho kwan so be ka se me de nyom no although say I have the rights to the masters but the nyom na amamo. Glenn can do that. The mom ntam nyina akoye ne say ya nya adwuma bium e na Glenn se mo be kwa monko me sa to master copy no so eno na di asem ne bae asem a yatwi na ekoye ni nyina I am Kwesiata lose interest in music and I said it 1 year ago. And I also saw here Mr. Fa Kwesiata TikTok Lord have mercy. Fa Kwesiata TikTok or review food ebeto ni entie ensema oka. And then I'll jump in and do my editorial and say akwa other hot issues. So and then medical catch say eja and amedeba. And then many years who enam.
Jesus is Lord.
Would you 2 man one so pray down and say hallelujah?
Jesus is Lord.
Jesus!
Also, what is so near here?
I will constantly show up as my whole self. Okay. I'll shine my lights as bright as God has gifted me to. And if you dey enter, I make you close some. Okay? So I'll be somebody who they love food since infancy. Like, I've loved food. And coming back to Accra, I'm like, yo, like, there's so much food places that are like high up and on the same level as all these restaurants and food joints I go to when I'm outside the country. So why not shed light on these places? Because growing up in Tema, I didn't think there was a lot of variety for me to choose from in terms of food. So maybe this can show the kids that, yo, Charlie, you know, be every day you go chop bangkun, you know, be every day you go chop white rice and stew. Like, there's so many options you can choose from as well. So I've been dropping videos on TikTok, and the reception has been quite positive. But some of you have decided to be very evil and nasty about it in my comments. And I know they appreciate that. Okay? Some people have gone to the extent of being like, oh, I hope he goes broke and he starts eating Gary soakings and suffering so he can give us the type of music he used to give us. Charlie, empire me. Where they send them back to sender. That's not a fucking life I want. I don't want to suffer, bro. I've suffered enough in my time. It's why I've worked so hard to overcome that and be in the position that I am in right now. I'm not interested in suffering no more. So if they like to suffer, all the best to you. Kudos. Like, enjoy. But that no be life I want for myself. Okay? You guys take this nasty, evil attitude and kill a lot of talent in this country. And I'm not one of them. Okay? I know be one of them. You got the wrong fucking guy. Like, what makes you think you go even advise me on what to do, bro? Like, I grew up in Tama, bro. And I started out rapping shirtless. Like, you see Tama boy where they rap shirtless before. So what the fuck makes you think you go tell me what to do? And like how to show up in this world? Yeah, let's be fucking serious here. Yeah. And if you guys want to constantly, some of you want to constantly be negative towards me, I go block you. Okay? And if you pay me, I go abuse you too, like you do abuse me. I don't know how to verbally abuse people. So I go do it how I know how to. Yeah, and I don't think you are going to like it very much. Yeah, so that goes to say, I'm constantly going to drop these food reviews on my TikTok. If you don't like it, there's hundreds of millions of accounts on here. Just swipe up and yeah, go find something you like. Yeah, but I'm going to do what I like. Okay? Yeah, stop going around sharing your misery, bro. Like, if it's probably why you're still suffering, because you're fucking being evil. You know, that'd be why they suffer. Yeah, so stop being idiots. Yeah, and thank you very much. I'll go drop more videos soon. Have a great day.
It is finished. It is finished. Let's see.
It is finished.
Jesus!
Samikai. Manga. There's something happening, and I said it in the second editorial. After the bashment from the whole Ghana, hey, Slim, now Tron, I say, me meeting baby, now you people started tagging me in this post, saying come for your stone. No, I'm not coming for any stones. Don't be anywhere, me babeji. The guy is winning in real life. Real life, Kwesiata is winning, hands down. And I'm here to show you why, or tell you why. Bro, as a tell my boy, wa grind this, wa born a shirt. What the emphasis is one pank, skinny film, pose obit medidia. At this point in time, to be able to rise up to this level, he has won. We're real. Even if he doesn't drop any music anymore. Bro, we're real. He's done it. He's achieved the unachievable in his generation. He's done it. Who say man no day? Where's the other day? He's done it. Plus, he has okay, the girlfriend in white. I don't know, sorry, Ghana, but he has a wife in America. He has a place to stay when he comes here. He's built a family here in America. Yo, bro. Oh, did he good? Oh, you okay? Was he okay? The inspiration for music, however, that is where the issue is. Because music, obiane baby a free bar. Obiane baby a nyum free bar. Some it comes from a happy place, some it comes from a very dark place of pain. So your mom your happy music. You can have the I'm crying more happy songs. You can have your Palutas, the love happy songs. We can have the dark ones. What's his name? What's this guy's name? Black Sherif. The biano rewa kakra wo family wo say na rewa. Yeah, obiane baby free ba. For him, grinding. The biano can grinding, ground up. You free from the ekosro. Bro, the guy is already at the top. What do you want him to do? Then come on in asesa. How baby you socialize asesa microphone you share on a daily basis asesa. So his thought process, how Niema will go through before putting pen to paper. Ebesisa. Lyrics a bit PF ni trim. Ebesisa. And he's on that level right now. That is why he's saying that, Charlie, me review food. What is wrong with reviewing food? There's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Problem be any meaning the entire social media man for yeah. I already told you that guy has lost interest in music. Do you know why he has lost interest in music? Because the machinery that was pushing him back then is not the same machinery that he has now. He virtually doesn't have anybody doing his bidding for him, including people who are doing the mazua work on the grounds. And I know a couple of them. And he knows I know them. He knows I know them. Juma back then in 2018, where Kwesiata jammed on DJ Slim Invasion. I told him when the last time we met, Hit FM. In fact, I actually, hey, Raddy, Lord have mercy. Yesu. Internet is where man. I had to text Andy, say, I'm on my way. In fact, I had to make who say, Obeba show no sono. My dream said, I want to be there. I want to see him and look up at him in the eye and see if he has also fallen for the social media antics, you know. And yes, I realized I see I falling for some social media antics because say on one case, so when I met him, I asked him to share video, no for a full length of the video, and you have a problem with it. Because the part I says, oh, this is my personal view. I can say, okay, okay, there's one guy that I know, Rakesh. I know him. Because he say, video based on information, be a matter, and as it be a macra. It can be right, it can be wrong. And one is a prediction. But listen, it's a die. Once our cancer or Januma, we release album there. Okay. Or release album no echo saying Kwesi album Jungle 3 or they buy an echo saying, do you want me to run you through? Do you guys want me to run from? You'll be amazed how terrible the album did. But over YouTube numbers in my do you know Raging Bull? One of the songs that people were talking about, man, fans giddy giddy. Raging Bull video released 5 months ago. Raging Bull video, 97K. 97K. Now I'm not releasing rap in the booth back way in Yase. Some artists may release rap back way in Yase. Me say machinery behind Kwesiata ni na even the artist no ni omonam. When was the last time we say Kofi Mole ne Kwame MP ne Twitch mu na around Kwesi? When was the last time you saw them? I gave you this information 1 year ago. Mo be sa da bia mo be kwa chira kwa confirm me nsem every tete mremre dia bo. Ye ka asem moye suse mu ntie no. The guy has lost interest in music. Do you know how it feels like to have your master copies being so be a soul master copies? Do you know the meaning of that? It's like you are being stripped naked. I say you're wrong. In public. It's crazy. It's something that you work for so hard. only to get to a point where obi kura saa de nse on fam ma obiem. Eye me krank me lose interest. And to top it all, I said that in my second editorial, say, to release music, number one, to release music, to promote music, and to get a hit song. Sa process train. Do you know the amount of money it requires? And even the third process, that is to get a hit song. Do you know how uncertain that territory is? I am telling you, a very uncertain. So when you hit song, a very uncertain. And ya dear that form easy say we're releasing your mahona and when you hit song, there be. Mumbusa artist no. Watch the loud lounge here on street is watching. Watch it. The number of artists that I've sat with and I asked them, so hit song in a live they in home. Every single one of them that I've talked to will tell you, say, a God given, a divine. And then be free forget it. That is what the artists tell me constantly. I say me penny bet me a guarantee say you never hit because moment in the studio, moment in them. Once I did a banger, I'll send the man out for BS a banger. But I'll drop one once I fan chain. Hey,
Jesus is Lord.
But him. Obeko online, obedin sa man for here. It is finished.
It is finished.
It's video from BM. The biggest song on the Jungle 3. FFNF. FFNF. Neke, that song. That's the biggest song. And none of the video any 1.7 million views. That is even 11 months ago. The other ones are very terrible. 84K, Make a Way, Ginger, 25K 1 year ago. Kwesiata ne yekan want some ground up to the top. And yekan want some 75K 1 year ago. Even that's FFNF audio. The hijack Kwesiata 15K. Jesus. Bro, ne editorial kra ni paddo se na he. Kwesi pao. Huh. Kwesi asem ne kan you.
You don't know. You don't know why it's going on.
You don't know. People don't know why it's going on. Terrible numbers. Bro, 29K, 1 of 1. I can't relate. 33K. Bro. Jungle 3, Kwesiata. This is from his official YouTube. From Kwesi's official YouTube. And I mean, if you think I'm lying, go straight. Call Monko Kwesiata YouTube. You're on YouTube watching me right now. Just flip it to another to Kwesi's YouTube and check it out and come and talk to me again. Mr. Machinery, you know, I told you this 1 year ago. Mr. Menene Papa didn't come over 1 hour. And yan muba have Mr. 10 minutes cry. Manka in command. Mimete manka because meaning privileged conversation. Eduma we are ayen. Obi enya omugidie na oka bibi kire wanye ni nyina na rebetena social media ka ho asem. Intimate ma form ho metima fa sa na ma no ho asem bi ma predict bibi say me hu bibi say we yanim. Eno eye prediction. Nanka Kwesi eye food blogging. What is wrong with it? Why are you people tagging me? It's because now you understand where I'm coming from. But back to the food blogging issue, because I know the ACC, I know that table, so I'm on for Kanwase. Maybe medical catch him. You won't send me or why me later on. Mesaba online. I'm the Ababe Twabonting. But Kwesi is a solid artist. I want you people to remember this. Me person will test this part. I say, Muntien ye wasum. Kwesi is a solid artist. When he's singing, he's crazy. When he's rapping, he's crazy. He's a solid artist. He's an all-round artist. There's nothing wrong with his craft. No. But edumana nipa miensa ana de miensa na eye talent no, eye management. And I said management no ono ene de strategy na ba ene yesika eye niema miensa na ye. Three things ene ye de yes eduma we. The talent, the strategy, and the finance. Me say, you want crofo na mo lack talent craba yinya strategy ne finance e de ma mo koy. Me mo bi edin no chira nkwa mako kasa slim say artist we need talent. But strategy ni na yi na de ne ko me mo bi edin. Ba wa afo ani fam wo be hu bi. Me say strategy any finance ni mienu nko ampo ebetima ye adwuma no. Talent ni about 20% of it, 20% about betima tisumpo. Talent na nkasa ye keto abi. Eye sika no. Any adwene na de beta chiri no. Eno. Nti time bia be sika na yes so ti anase adwene no and adwene no eba in the collective as in the management group. Enyum ni yem place no he yenye TikTok challenge yenye we strategy no. Time bia nkrofo e ka ho ana mo ma sa ade no etimi kɔ nanim no. Say mo start say mo twe mo ho 1 2 3 be yon say you can be the best rapper but yente wonka bi. Sa na dwuma we tie. Rakesh memories osi akuna na wo de wa na wo bo odin o me de me mbo bi adin. Akuna na no very talented. Ebia ona on pen nwoma very talented. Misrawo. Ko fasim bia mre me. Miti we me dwene me ho. But Kwesi needs to understand one thing. Say, food review, no, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. In fact, if you ask me, I'll tell him to go ahead. Superstar, go ahead. Do it. Do what you want, bro. Shine. Kwesi yewadi. Forget you be a yewadi. If that's what is making you happy at the end of the day, bro, do it. Do it. Non-stop. Yeah. Hey, review aduani bia. Review aduani bia benya bia. Review it. Be our version, Ghana's version of Kit Lee. Be him, bro. Do it. But remember that there's something that sets you apart from other food content creators. Oh, the bema wo Kwesi. Why different from Fuanash? Why different from Miamini Pay? What's his name again? Oh, this boy. I'm in no Queen Soy. Oh. That's why I started in your mind. Just 1 liter. Oh, I forgot his name. Anyway, listen, there are so many food content creators out there. There's SDK. There's which other? There's this other person also metahene or yeah TikTok yeah. Oh, hineba Jude. There's something that sets you apart from them. And do you know what it is, Kwesi? It's you being an artist and the followers that you've gathered. And not set you apart from any other food content creator and as a food review. And not the best set you apart. So you don't have to drop it. Thank you, Ebenezer said. Also, Williams, yes, that's my brother, Williams. Or starting food content now. Yes, Williams. Thanks, bro. Listen, so you don't have to drop the ball on being an artist. And I understand. Trust me, there's nobody on this planet who understands what you're going through right now than me. Me tewasi too much. Me tewasi baby I won't situation I won't see me tewasi too much. Because I know hey ne ya di kachre nipa ba ni njindi ne ya di tu ha wutimi ya nwom say ya de enwom ni mbloda enso beti akwa bi nwom na obi atu bo sa fe wa ye bitter e ba sa no aye bitter. And to top it off ni nyina ye drop where them boys ni adwe say cowboy from one akwa bi bebreki ade ne down ma yete say sa nwom no na enye even Shatawale na yede ani ko hwe no sansem no me decide say me nko ho pi sa breakdown no menim say producer abet my rest breakdown na dia tumu akire a dreams to be like you can parry me. And if you know this shot is coming at you, somebody that you once held, artists be out share that now who saw your blood as also who make a contribution to the success now because it dreams to be like you and parry me. Okay. You people don't understand what is going on. But actually, you know, most of the more bebre besa breme. Kwesi is in the face right now. He's so happy in life. He's enjoying. He's not even suffering. Don't even think Kwesi is suffering. No, baby, no. He's not suffering in any way, shape, and form. He's just lost interest. Well, lose interest. Ewo nyum numu. What's me boy? Kone kohwe we are kohwe na Spotify. Man, I heard the Spotify monthly listens on. Crazy. Na Kwesi ata timi e release nyom 3 years ago timi nya 29k views. 3 years. 3, 1, 2, 3, 29k views. Go and check it out on YouTube. It's not me who cook these numbers there. Better cookie numbers. I got 3. Me to cookie number. But
I will constantly
producer. What the neighbor to swam me? What the question to swam me as I wrap up and I just want to tell him say, Kwesi, you are an artist first. Once we food review content, have you seen the number of people that have watched it? A bro, last album, no views in Inaso or TikTok. Check it. It's not that they don't like it, it's new. Definitely, once it's new, no, people have some mixed reactions towards it. It's fine. Give them time, they'll warm up to it. Give them time. They'll definitely warm up to it. So relax it. Once it's making you happy and your creative juices are gearing towards that angle, bro, I say go for it. I say go for it, bro. Don't let anybody stop you. But do not leave your artistry behind, your music side, because no, set apart from other food content creators. So it be a while, say you releasing your around the food and all that. Be you, but don't forget. So we are artists first and sana. Yeah, food content creators no ebem. Or in Jan, or say Kwesi, everything will be fine. Slim, we live in a world of mystery. I tell you, me say in Selma call so or phone so 1 year ago, me can 10 minutes cry and answer 5 minutes in crunch will be because I'm common a privileged conversation that I had with Kwesi Artist's father. People got me wrong. People got on social media and then they started say Slim so on Kwesi Ata papa kasa na Kwesi papa say on nyundo. People started twisting it. Asemsia in the level, the sequence level, no say free way be can't win it, free way be can't win, free way be can't win no. And you see your internet no. We fire the obe who on the phone so first no, I'm not doing see first. So when I met Kwesi, I asked him, or say a joke that I shared. This was way before. I grad I call bomb pie man or didn't say good so bomb pie man. I make I say demons could run it to him. And that was when I said, say, oh, because if you felt some way about those statements, bro, forgive me. I'm sorry for that. Because onye me boni bia, kwesiata onye me boni bia, on film industry player bia, he's a cool, calm guy, bro. I tell you, if you've never met Kwesi before, I pray that you meet him one-on-one. He's a cool, calm guy. He doesn't want any trouble. Or a cool, calm and collected. He doesn't want any trouble, bro. So things I be a maka out of Adieno. And it was just even a joke, bro. It was just a joke. I grad that day, if you producers say, yeah, I'm gonna share some video now from. It was just a joke that I even laughed over on the stream. Me home po on the live stream. Okay. But he felt some type of way about it, and I asked him, say, my prediction, say we jai no so ofili saying, and he said he did not like that because unjai, and I said I'm sorry for that. Hey. Slim go see Kwesi Ata he fold. Well, in the end, you see born to marry na hunura. Or see unyae, na see or see food a year. A friend is saying, Krubi Subusum. Or say ochiri nyado anso odi ampesi. Ochiri nyado obodi ampesi. Okay, be anana ampesi no dinko tomri ne boy edie. But at the end of the day, we already see, like we already see what they go on. I do not wish anything bad for my brother. He's a talented artist. I've said it countless times on this stream. And I love him so much, no homo. I just wish him all the best. If this is what is going to make him happy, bro, go for it. Go for it. If this is what is going to give you that level of peace, I bet Mamu saying your creative juices to bounce back into the music industry. Bro, I say go for it. People do not know that there's also big money around reviewing food. So imagine an artist as big as Kwesi. Eba restaurant abi didi wo ho asa akwochira man for say hase en aduane wo. I hase en aduane power, hase en aduane ede wo. Do you know the amount of money that he can make out of that? And he doesn't even need to stress and have that anxiety. So maybe drop on you, maybe fa na amfa. And I be fa na amfa. He doesn't need to stress. Do you know the number of people who want to do stuff like this that are stress-free? Do you know the number of artists who are in the house heartbroken because they thought their songs were going to make it and they never did? Bro, Kwesi, go for it, bro. The rest there, they don't know what is going on.
You don't know. You don't know why it's going on.
You don't know. You people don't know. You people were insulting me left, right, center 1 year ago.
No, hold it. Don't insult me. Don't insult me. Hold it. It's okay.
Hold it. Wow, Dimatimbia, right back at you. Now, right now, the most important thing is for us to help our brother bounce back. Support what he's doing now. Yanko TikTok, ho. Let's go and put love emojis under all his food review content. Let's go and put love emojis there. Give him the love. Bro, there's no hate here. Production for Tumna Fee, jump wako next topic. So in fact, I'm going to get onto the lines very soon. Many MCI boy baby din come Paluta. And so that chopping board and so. I think I would say so I've been the media guy. On a Paluta din ye ni incident e course London last weekend. I think many media guy many din ye because they marry review. They marry review for our other platforms so akwan wa funny ye pa.
Jesus!
Ah, ni yama shino. Jesus. Ah, be o am to meet you say. Lord. Hey. And so therefore, maybe na femini media mpanyinfo akese abetwetwe komo plus maybe I'll make a quick trip to United Kingdom UK. Many event organizers be oho ebedin komo. Many event organizers say United States of America ba be didin komo. Many event organizers say Ghana eba be din komo. What they look out for before booking an artist, and in a case like this, artists be to say Kim Paluta ba be no stage. Maybe odidi fans ni bi atama mo tues kama promoter ni timinya bi de kofa artist no. Oh, but did your matter, how do you manage a situation like that? Me tell you about this here. Producer, what
I'm about to say in this video might blow your mind or change the way you listen to Word and Boys forever. Now everyone is talking, oh, he threw shots at Kwesi, he threw shots at Shatta, he threw shots at Stoneboy, he threw shots at Family. I have a theory that the Word and Boys song is not about 4 artists, it's not about 5 artists. It's only about 2 artists. I'm a man of science, and if I have a theory, what do? I try to disprove it as much as I can. And if I'm unable to, then I have no option now to accept it as true. I'm going to leave whether the theory is true or not up to you guys, for you to tell me, making it seem like I try cause beef where there's none. These are just observations I've made from the sidelines as a fan of the music and culture. Let's delve into the song. Where Them Boys starts just like any other rap this song. It's quite standard for a rapper to start at this song by throwing general shots at the industry. Everybody gets something to say, but nobody wants to practice. It's all general. Then he goes ahead to say this. Texting me phone something to say. Now he's being specific. He's talking about one person. And who could that person be? He goes ahead to drop more clues. Years ago, I'd be so impressed because I gave my love and enough respect. This is not me saying this, but it's not a secret. Black Hole, when he was coming up, was heavily inspired by Kwesi Arthur. There are tweets from back in the day of Black Hole expressing his admiration for Kwesi Arthur and how much he'd love to be on song with him. In fact, there's a video of Black Hole where he was rapping exactly like Kwesi Arthur. Again, this is not me inciting beef. This is just me connecting the dots from afar. So for Blacko to go from him being heavily inspired by and so respectful of Kwesi Arthur, to him now being unimpressed by a text from him, to him sidelining Kwesi when he gets asked on interviews about who his personal favorites are, something must have happened. So what could have possibly happened? That's what he goes ahead to explain in the next couple of lines. Ganging up and tagging teams. What? Talking beans, talking on me. What? With the cowboy from AliExpress. What? So this person who used to be his idol is now ganging up in a tag team with another person who Blacko describes as a cowboy from AliExpress. A very big So who is this cowboy from AliExpress? People have been saying that, oh, since Blacko had an online feud with Shatta and the song dropped afterwards and Shatta was dressed as a cowboy in his Gringo video, that line is for Shatta. But wait, this same Blacko said the album was done way back in July.
That's why I don't really drop the album. Because the album, I finished everything like July. I'm not gonna lie to you. I fly go South Africa, we go shoot the things like May, June, July.
Meanwhile, the whole thing with Shatta started in late October, which was months after he had turned in the album. So this couldn't possibly be Shatta. Plus, Blacko trolled Shatta back on his Snapchat and stuff. So that whole thing was done and dusted. He wasn't going to put it again in a song. So if it wasn't Shatta, then who was it? Let's keep going. Tell your boy have to keep that verse. Carry doing splendid. Dreams to be like you, empire me. If you had any doubt in your heart about who this idol turned rival is to Blacko, just one line should clear things up. Tell your boy have to keep that verse. We were all in this Ghana here when we saw behind the scenes footage of Kwesi Arthur shooting a music video with Blacko, which by the way, everyone was anticipating because it's something the streets need. But I'm sorry to tell you that song is never dropping. Forget. Monto my dream. But there's still one mystery left. Who is this person that Blacko is accusing Kwesi of going to form a tag team with and to be talking on him? With that, we move on to the second verse. Here your man is saying it's cheaper and easier to talk than to be a believer. And yes, I am Messiah for him, Peter. Again, this is not me saying this, but Family has been calling himself Peter for a while. And this all began when he started to draw inspiration from a more spiritual side of himself, while drawing influence from the Bible to present himself as a messenger, one who preaches his gospel through his music. You can tell from his outfits and his performances on stage that this whole Peter phase is just Family embodying this Messiah figure in Ghanaian music. From songs like Praise and Not God to his albums Songs of Peter and Third Times of Peter, which by the way, 2 dope albums. If you have not listened to any of them, go and do so right now. But then we all know who the Messiah is, right? Jesus Christ. Not Peter. If anything at all, Peter even lied when asked about his association with the Messiah. So it seems to be like what Blacko is trying to say is that why do you say you are the Messiah and yet you call yourself Peter? Basically, it seems to me like what Blacko is trying to say to Family is that at the end of the let me give you some more context. Artists tap inspiration from different places all the time. Blacko even did it himself for his new album. He tapped inspiration from Amachi Day with the whole Iron Boy thing. And you could see it in how he was moving, how he was dressing. You see him dressing in these metallic looking clothes, especially for the Iron Boy cover arts, with all these metals in his braids and on his ear. He's embodying the concept of the Iron Boy, just like Daddy Nipa and Kasa. This brings us back to that line in the first verse where he talks about someone linking up with a cowboy from AliExpress and talking about him. We all know AliExpress can sometimes be a market for inferior goods, right? Where you might order one thing and receive an entirely different thing. So this line is not about an actual cowboy, but about someone who is trying so hard to be someone else and it's not working. And this makes more sense when you look at the chorus. Counterfeiting boys and the wannabes. And also, get this, let's come back to the tell your boy have to keep that verse line. Guess who else has a song with Black Sherif and has decided not to release it? That's right, Family. A couple of years back, Family posted this unreleased song with Black Sherif and announced that he was going to drop it in less than 10 days. Less than 10 days. The date had been picked out and everything. And then all of a sudden, the song doesn't drop and everyone forgets about it and moves on. Isn't this weird to you guys? It's no secret that Kwesi Arthur and Black It's no secret that Kwesi Arthur and Family have a great relationship, and it doesn't sound like a reach to say that the two artists went to sit somewhere and said some things about Blacko that he heard. That was why he was like, oh, you said I heard. If you listen to the song throughout, Blacko is just mad about 2 people saying something about him that he heard, that he was disappointed because he obviously looked up to the 2 people I was talking about. For him to make a song about it should tell you just how much he cares about all that happened. But what could have possibly happened that would make Blacko go from admiration to now dropping this song? What could have possibly happened that would make Kwesi Arthur link up with Family and, I don't know, say whatever they said about Blacko, which he ended up hearing? For that, let me take you back in time a bit. Right up until March of 2023, Blacko and Kwesi seem to have a very good relationship. Kwesi would drop a song and Blacko would tweet it. Blacko would drop a song and Kwesi would tweet it. They would wish each other on their birthdays. But then all of a sudden, on March 3rd, 2023, Kwesi Arthur drops this song to Big Homie Flea titled Pain Interlude. And then just 5 days later, Big Homie Flea took to his ex and posted this. You let these mere mortals get in your head like I switched up on you. The plan was to shed light on another youth from the trenches. He came from the tree we planted. He was one of us. The sky was big enough for everybody to fly high. We was about to F the streets up with this one, shaking my effing head, booking heart emoji, mending heart emoji. And guess what video was posted along with that tweet? A snippet from the music video of Kwesi and Blacko performing that song they did that is never coming out. With Big Homie Flea on the song doing his usual thing.
Oh, alhamdulillah, munda, cause I do way up for life. Top of the top, cream of the crop, rise to the top.
And look at this too. Big Homie Flea posted a line from Kwesi Arthur's Colors, which says, "We'll be on any time, open and never envy mankind." And Big Homie Flea was like, "You really panicked, shaking my head, folded like a beach chair. If you feel like putting on another YN go block your shine, it means he was never really him. We'll be on any time, so why envy that boy? I know it wasn't you though, you just let the quick one as the stories get to you. This still hurts, but you know me, I'm a charger to the game and keep it play at all times. Wounded lion will bleed, but I never go chop grass. Still got love for you, my heart, baby bro. And when the truth finally comes to light, hope them YNs laughing with you for coming at me, gonna cry with you. Just know that I already forgave you. Business is business. I'm always standing on my 10 toes, man. Say that. This screenshot was posted on October 4th, 2023. And just 5 days later, guess what happened? Kwesi Arthur came to tweet. "I want to apologize to Kojo aka Homie Flea for the lyrics in Pain Interlude, which was released earlier this year by myself. I hope this message finds you well. Hashtag all love." What does this look like to you? It looks to me like Kwesi Arthur felt betrayed, that Big Homie Flea was diverting his attention to Black Sherif, who Kwesi Arthur felt threatened by. And rightfully so. I mean, the two of them dropped albums in 2022. And let me ask you, which one of the two albums performed better? I'm not asking about which one of them was the better album, but which one of them performed better in terms of numbers. I mean, half of Kwesi's tape was Afrobeats. Meanwhile, the entire Blacko album was hip-hop. But it still did way more numbers than Son of Jacob ever did. It comes to a point in hip-hop where whoever is on top sees an emerging artist and knows immediately that this is the artist who is going to take my place. Just like Blacko is on top now, when he sees an emerging artist who is coming for his throne, he will know immediately, way before the listeners notice and way before it actually happens. But isn't it better to have your replacements on your side instead of against you? I guess that was what Big Homie Flea was trying to do, but Kwesi Arthur took it the wrong way. And I guess it also didn't help matters when Big Homie decided to do that intro for Blacko's second sermon music video. Plus, Kwesi and Ground Up had a much anticipated album on their hands waiting to drop, so I get that Kwesi may feel some way about all of this, which I don't blame him at all for. Hip-hop is incredibly competitive, and even the family that Kwesi Arthur allegedly linked up with to say whatever they said about Blacko, if he had turned out to be primarily a hip-hop artist like Kwesi and Blacko are, I'm not sure him and Kwesi Arthur would have had that much of a great relationship, much less to talk about the two of them ganging up in a tag team to, I don't know, weave a plot against Blacko. So yeah, fast forward to November 2023, Blacko came to tweet, "I love Kwesi Arthur so much, I wish you knew." And then 2 days later, Kwesi came to post a similar thing, saying he loves Blacko so much, he wishes he knew. Which all seemed to me like this one big final act of showing love to themselves publicly, because all that public love they were showing to each other stopped then. That was the end of it all. All those sharing each other's music, wishing each other on their birthdays, that was the end of it all. Also get this, Famia announced he was going to drop his collaboration with Blacko in less than 10 days, right? Look when Famia made that announcement, and look when Blacko came to make that post. Those were just 7 days apart, and then the song never dropped. Something definitely happened. I'm almost choking up as I say this, because this is so very sad to me. Bema is naturally, Charlie. So what do you think? Did I prove my theory? I'll leave that to you to decide. Also, do you guys think Kwesi and Famia will reply to the song?
Still for the culture live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook and we're live on TikTok as well. Big ups to production. Nana Twahine. Kojo Virus. Live on production. I have 36 on production. Oso Surunsu. Oso Fagos. Jina production mo den. For now there. Ijinemu anisi ijinemu.
Jesus!
Anyway, we're moving on, and conversation at twice the next day. King Paluta. So therefore, King Paluta, my former friend, he say, "Yeah, tanfo, but men fan sanity, sana case na kwakwe. You can't create a man for mpe. Yeah, you be catch in a more professional way." Paluta Hon said about news in him last week when he jumped on a boat cruise, all white boat cruise, and information. They say it was supposed to be an event that is geared towards raising funds for people who've been abused. And at the end of the day, to go and raise funds for people who've been abused, near abuse or dia, and say, I know what they pass. Hey, Okwako Buanipa, now I abu.
Jesus!
In a more professional way, so pay the bit to my yes, Atonsu John Cena, aka Kim Paluta, ended that chopping board. So, but let me go straight to my favorite and my best MC in the business right now. My good friend Levi, MC Boy is on the line. As MC was I'm some patching into me feminine and bossing up because and United Showbiz MC one fan chair so cry or say Atonsu Kenny Rogers on Tremano. Oh, Miana calling a more professional and digital way power and Piamano baku. Oh, Miano con in fact or say Kim Paluta personality per the personality you know free what pa is a BB and anyhow. But that's not the subject for conversation today. We're looking at our event organizer now or show no. There's only been one person what meaning a din come watu to no amehu which on also side of the event and I said the side of aseme see ni which hu for ni actually Yayeboa any din komo MC Yayeboa any din komo ewo Peace FM that is on Tuesday. Now komonim ne information ba kumienu about the event, how it felt like, I mean the main agenda for the event, and from even the event organizers perspective, see on a crisis and see on how they plan on handling it. Me pesa me so me trick akra every Yayeboa on to me so say Yayeboa are you ready Mr. producers mun twa ntum na afi yanko sisi me pesa me te na no asem on chechire mu de esi ewo ho ene said the event organizer and also a fan how even the patrons and so fun because I think she also had the opportunity of talking to a couple of them. To production somewhere ready amonfa ya ntum but munya ready so am refresh am for memories about the event and kasabium. Let's go to the event again and see Kim Paluta on stage, all white boat cruise, of course, so United Kingdom, UK. Producer Famiko.
You don't give a fuck about you, you don't give a fuck about you. Trust me. I don't think you're going to find a path with young boy. Already said you was the first thing on the bar, what's in the next one again? Everyone is proud. You don't give a fuck about you, you don't give a fuck about you. Trust me. That was I don't give a fuck. I don't want to know. What's in the next one? The first thing on the bar, what's in the next one again? Everyone is proud. You don't give a fuck about you, you don't give a fuck about you. Trust me. That was I don't think you're going to find a path with young boy. Already said you was
So for me too. Also ring say yeah, ready. Hey, yes. Edin papa bi asem say Edin de obetima ka but mensu. Edin ni de obetima ka but mensu. Nsem ni bi wo hwa eja wo. Bona TV as I say eja dodo. And talking about Bona, my address Bona real quick. Me who say or jump onto a year or can on a podcast show about Bulldog's comment, but I'll address it later. I think I have MCI boy here. Oh, Papa, yeah, I'm offending you.
Master, who to me jai a hoko US, I will call one crying. Yes, sir.
See, I went to you to
Ah,
quiet and crowd. I'm saying to
Ade,
quiet and crowd.
what to quiet to would have susurabe for?
Last time they see was a finibino. Who's a plane it in a dane body and you know, but two no for
Uh-huh.
plane it to a dane body
Oh,
and you say, dear, I'm wondering a crack. Bibi abo ko de
okay.
baba.
Nyame adum slim. So what minka?
Me ton kapa we loud and clear I say. So to menka.
All right. Yeah, metonka.
Nice one. Me pa cho wo pe. Ena Ghana ha what mini event organizer our yeah all white boat cruise. E wo UK edi nkomo wo pe ena what mini na di nkomo
Right.
na woni ni di nkomo no me pese me ti ase ye di e course wan kasa. From a year or no as an event organizer and a perspective of the incident. It is saying or no.
Okay. Slim dedi kai maminda a year with TF1 ni washefo ni na mintia womo. I don't know. Good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching this from. Na Slim event organizers are womu di jumedi womu ye ma womu a form this group say womu wo initiadi hunu bi wo omani so a Danny Nano, a yana omu raising funds to help the less privileged. Raising funds to help children that are orphans. Omu raising funds to help women that have suffered abusive relationships. Now this time around, so many raising funds, but this time around, now komu peso omu yene kesepa. And no, one much that year saying omu beye boat concert, said the beye ni padudu ne beba. In so doing, they will be able to raise a lot of funds. Send to media Abua and Crawford Danny Den and Womo, but this time around, maybe in a bigger scale, on a bigger scale. Patro de America notimasi. Entino na asemutia na eda jumedia womu die all white vote party no. The theme was to help the less privileged children and orphans and also help women that have had abusive relationships. Now, many event organizers and because Mibusa and say, well, this is the event. Not 10 out in it saying, or Trey Musa not 10 out was extremely massive. Many Kasa will Peace FM entertainment review so. Now, what Trey Musa
Okay.
10 out massive. People really showed up to show out. Amount for a ton ticket, and the ticket was going for I think £70 or something. And I stand to be corrected. Normal was 70, and I think some more a lesser one. I stand to be corrected. Entino and Crawford by. Now the Atiani say Omu Buki a year sister Fia, me a minia ba or ba fe tuntum sister Fia. And na a year dickness abokuma, a TikToker dickness abokuma, and Paluta. Woman na woman omufa, woman say woman ran na say I inviting Crawford I am on my baby. Definitely. I was see a Gigiomani. Ain't that would be something that you bet Gigiomani. So, Pimpaluta mredu swa your friend say one run. According to event organizer, no can say. Na so ma you busy because some of the package or more packaging for the VVIP clients no more be na and crofo no more be yes package na so more disappoint you kakra. Until now I say I back and forth and this is their first time organizing such an event. And untino Kimpaluta many do we almost friend Kimpaluta or backstage or perform no who say we jai nyom ne tuona or did you be at sebe essene said ne me baby sebe like in some of the kind some of the words are very harsh. I don't want to repeat them. And okay can so me busa event organizer and say na dear ne baye Emma will to make a cancer and because I'm sure say unprovoked he will not stand there to do that. Ain't or
Exactly.
say womani Kimpaluta ne kasa and they say was in that girl be a crowd in my obunanichi. This is what the event organizer told me. And to me cry me information be a minya me say now obi wa crowd in more on the new sorry fee stage. So to me busa event organizer and say nana no crabia ni mu say na obijina stage obijina or hono mo catch onipa ne say on fa the nim fee stage ne so na And I see I know dear wonim, but the Paluta catcher or money say, na girl be wa crowd in my obu na nichi. And no and a mouth flare up say or use such derogatory words on a year people that have paid money to come and enjoy his music. And to see Mubusami from
Wow.
the event organizer's point of view now, say and I get on the mammy no mammy. Yes, me busani say now, Kim Paluta I issue apology be now after the whole thing was here, but almost as people now, almost organizing event in India, almost you say one more address, say one more patrons, no now almost issue a letter of apology, but then no who is second Paluta ye nipa. But baby, I can paluta jina ya wa yes and not a quite so it was not good. So be you should say platform na dey aye dem. E dey this man. Nti ubusami many events organizer and twetwe nkoma away and a copy.
Meaning, say, Ubusan say if they will be willing to book Kim Paluta again for another event. Meaning, Ubusan is our question. Yeah.
Well, at that point, Musani, because you see, Slim, Sebi, we are not to be a Jumea ye. Uche wa drink a cry, yana or man for the feel say beer. Would time artists be an Sebio would and the popular word that Twitter agenda boys need use so is that who defame you be an baby. And I
They
think that is
hate.
absolutely absurd. Because me as see it didn't even click to me that Wobe to me and miss the opportunities to go back to London again and you know and people will still want to patronize the ticket and come there because one nipa we all
Yeah.
have behaviors be a so for me I was thinking well it's happened let's see what he does after that maybe that would actually ebema nipa boy den ato mo yem kakra. So it didn't even click to me that oh they will cancel him in the UK and it's possible that they might cancel him with this kind of attitude because believe you me if this was a foreign community say yenuanom abrofofo ne nneɛma na artists bi be yes to me did you about me I'm telling you all forms of human activists women dear ben will rise up against such attitude me pacho slim they are making me buana
No baby.
they will rise up against such attitude. And until me put it, honestly speaking, I'm not meeting say mimbusa event organizer and say omobe to me aye then a booking bioana.
Now, in a situation like this, or more crisis management strategy being now be or the two abonte apart from say be or more be issue be BBA dia much apart from that no more be fufu bi or
Yeah. Well, frankly speaking, and no catch me said this is what they plan to do. Because I think say ladies now because yeah I, I think this in a disrespectful way. Yeah amateurs when it comes to event organizer. Like this is
events.
their new
Oh,
baby. As I say now one more
oh,
chat here, me patch they make an say. So I don't know maybe as you say
okay.
ni the omatsna say adwene ho ahu de omobaba be den e de ba beto abontiana but what she told me was that they were preparing a release to apologize to their fans and their patrons.
Okay. Now group ni din they say. Group no mo yes our program you from say.
Hey, Slim, wait, yeah, Ube exposing
Brave.
public group in the Diamond. I think Diamond Ladies or so, but there's something Diamonds Ladies Club. Yeah,
Yeah, Diamonds League. Dana Mansumati.
yeah, Diamonds Ladies
Me.
Club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
MC me that's about me be some baby me person me freeway na me call personal conversation kakra. Say kwan da ho
right,
a mami hu say kwan na
right.
me call personal like to you if say yem fan say MC wo ye event na we book artist. Now artist about be stage and so na bia bibi say akoso what's the first thing that you do you as an event organizer what's the first thing that you think should be done?
Well, for first of all, you need to identify maybe a problem is Shasifi. But you cannot even do that in the midst of hey. At least you
Okay.
cool down the artist or you identify where the problem is. You address who patrons for now buy on better tickets. Then you sit the artist down to find out what happened because it was on your platform. And the artist no buy ya or day or bet disrespect these fans. And remember, these fans are the ones that are patronizing with tickets. Emma Winyes Kama Wuditia artists, Kama artists a day. Ebano Ababe de Wababa be performing. So the first point of importance, patrons no more adiana seno. So you need to address them and apologize to them sincerely on what happens. Then you deal with the artists. If you only artists in the better, say you know some of these artists no slim. So you will have to deal with the artists. And I say if artists no be issue an apology ɛwɔ ɔno ankasa ne behalf and on behalf of the event na ɛbɛboa ma na kɔ long way ama sɛbi onipa akoma ayɛ den atɔ ne yam kakra because slim baby a yɛn yɛ ti ɛnyɛ adeɛ a yɛde sekan ɛna ka asɛm ano koro ya na yɛde ka asɛm yɛkasa ɛtɔ da bi a yɛano tumi fom yɛtumi ka biribi a anko yie but you see you have to show remorse. You have to show remorse. And me, one philosophy I live by is that you cannot apologize and go back and do and keep doing the same thing. Then it becomes manipulation. What am I saying? The moment I wire boni, I watch penny as a boni way my yet, I will be slap boni fat channel. Not just as I did, oh, Sakra Ayadane, every home.
Okay.
Yeah.
But who want to say artist no on your remorseful na who say baby out in
Slim, send me tea hey pa, dear, mean, Kim Paluta, me nimono. Sabio, mene no enkasai because even on my show, interview event organizers, it would have been very unfair that friend or na to two or no sonano. We called this team several times and we didn't get any response from them. But you see,
responded.
there be yanti omonka.
Wow.
They didn't want to speak about it. Me patrol they make an say. They didn't want to speak about it as a enkofa. Yeah, they from. Slim initial question I was having here. Then I said, "Madrinya paso kakra."
Me na be person who say who say or artist na remorseful
There
na
be
I
on
say on your
here.
remorseful.
So thank you very much for bringing me back on track. May you distracted kakra. Be on here remorseful. Yeah, then see I make us on here remorseful. Slim basically we've not seen any official apology from Kim Paluta, from his management. I've not seen anything on his page. As I see, I mean, okay, say they me who she. Me name is Slim. When will be there?
So
Now I enlighten.
Patron me who
Yes.
yeah.
So this shows the artist on yeah remorseful because it be na Kim Paluta why remorseful. Ewo ono ankasa no, but so long as you have not come to the public to make it clear that these actions that I display, this act of foolery that I displayed, and you're right, saying, we the public will not know how remorseful you are as an artist. Patro, they make a
Okay.
note to say.
But
And now,
bet ya say
Mr.
pa.
I brought Tibia. Me too. I brought Tibia,
Oh
your
my
friend in
too.
Bona. Me pesa me man eti ase se wo pesa wo didi me video ho a full video no never ya wo content. I cannot stop you from using my video to do your content. But wo pesa wo didi me ma sema amaka ho a na wo koye YouTube na se wonya kakra de hye wo bottom abona me hye wa abomode ya na twa full video no. Now, why your analysis. Men put fa baby in a vacuum. Then you make that video trend. Na sebio obi so sha na onipa no enya kwanya ana wanya kwanya nkwa nkwohwe full video na. Na baba ye hunhuna wo onipa na ni so no wagina no so no de ayeden or they are commenting on the social media na so or they are kan sem e on the social media. Enti Mr. Slim o platform way so Mr. Wa me ma extend warning to Bona say a free nekwe wo pese wo fa me video a me ma ya ana asema maka na wo de ye wo analysis a Michelle Bemena bomodia ne fa full video no na wo de aye wo analysis men kotwa e fa baabi na mbe misconstrue di amaka no enkyere wo manfo no me pacho That is not professional journalism and not editorial. Sweetheart, I cannot stop you from expressing your opinion because I'm highly opinionated. I will be a hypocrite to stop you from expressing your opinion on things that I've said. You are entitled to it. But the only thing that I require and I ask of you is that make sure, say, what the full video. Now I bought. Now what them send your person which them will be a messewa bona. So what shemi and as a video on Saka. I'm telling you from henceforth. With all due respect, my brother. Patrol say. Well, I hope so. I hope so. Because I don't know how to reach him. I don't even know the guy. Martini did one or two times, but me nimuno. But me who said Abrani, but when I went to check his content, I give you a lot of content. Me man the content pa. Cause you assume me content pa, especially many vida. You know? And to make sure some part now fire content and making sure so before the whole thing. Now I your analysis. Me ko trafa baby. Na metina ho emfa on sense sumo abodri emeye yo. Now one could kick and send me when I Mr. Wow. Ain't it slim? Video back one. I said we didn't kind of come on, but let me briefly address it. Video back where can't work around that or mouth for a bino edgy manuesi bonisa make us a Paluta. Uyi numni fewer only personality biana. Ebi a mamin trim, ebi ana in the heat of the moment, no. Men to me and can't train ye, but slim, make camp for kaka said I think say it will be self-explanatory. Because my shed and a matras and a mattress are dear. Send I won't go outside what I've written. Slim, music and personality branding, they are intertwined. What am I saying? An artist's personality, has significantly shaped their music and how it's perceived by audience. Slim, a strong artist, a strong, authentic brand personality, Slim, it helps a musician to connect with their fans and build loyalty. Because as an artist, you want to be able to boast of a strong fan base. Say these fan base are loyal to you, and you cannot just do that by music alone. Personality plays a major role in that. That is why an artist like Shatawale can boast of a loyal fan base. That is why an artist like a Stonebwoy can boast of a loyal fan base. An artist like a Sarkodie, like a Samini, like a Blacko. Me pacho what must say. Personality plays a major role in that. Sebio slim, me no me enu yeti hey. Untumi nkoto iPhone pa. And now untumi nkoto an expensive gift be. Na unwrapping wo bibi a time. Na unfa nche bibi time na unfa nkoche obi. The first glance of it in the mo nipa na say na ukra ubu mi say. Edian tantan na odi bremi. Meanwhile ebia na content na ewo mu no. Na sombo. What he has here, the gift and the rap are intertwined. Because Slim, me ba fi America by which Slim we dey ba me patcho me perfume your friend Roja me perfume me use no. So to na se wo dey premier Slim. To me fa perfume no ko she bibi fun emfa mba. When him say dia wakokoton esum bunti no. Ba, you will wrap it well and present it well. King Paluta is a talented artist, and I cannot even take that away from him. When I went back to check King Paluta, some of the projects, I could see how versatile he is. He is a genius rapper. His voice, his modulation, the way I obey to me, I can send to rap so, and to even transition from rap to music and give us some of the best hits of our time. No, he is a genius. But like I said, you cannot wrap a quality gift in a nasty packaging. It doesn't work like that. Personality branding is showing your fans that you are human. It's showing your fans that you are in love and you care for them. What am I saying? That way, you create a distinct identity and connect with their soul in them, that emotional person to them. And they can attach to you. And to yen kasa when you ma ye bontu you feel akwa we said you nisubanye or your no. O personality so ka ho. It builds a love they cannot explain but won't let you go. That is what Shatawale has done. But you're the American not to say. Enti me
Let's just say,
me can say Paluta, apart from and you if you are only personality, that this is what I mean.
okay.
When the brand
And now who
and personality is good now.
yeah.
When the brand and the personality is good, say brand no, any personality no say you're good at it will foster loyalty, it will build trust, and it will differentiate you among the rest. At all time, no, you should be humanizing the brand. Eya nyatimama wo fans, nyatimama wo fans. Na sa obi etue sika so oba be show. Na nti no oba na se obu anichi a, ene ne sebio uni baby. Ene ne sebio o wigi se yi. Ene ne sebio wo ye hwan, fuck you ni ade no. There be. Me papa cho dia make
Now
cannot say.
Metiasia pa papa. Now me be so far omatimi identify the lady na nkasa obu Kim Paluta ni chie in loudspeaker man intimate was stage no so no obi
Say
ahun.
loudspeaker. Oh, say
Say ni chie
loudspeaker.
because one say
Well,
what be say
for now,
one say
need yeah.
anadwo muti nsuo so. Ese boat
Yeah.
mutimi hu we chire so bi bu anchie.
I wonder.
Mo kakra.
But you see, for now, need yeah. Mini abema trouble Carlos. Menene kasa, you know, as at Tuesday we are menene kasa, you know. No, say, you know,
Yeah.
omun to me cry identify girl na os Kimpaluta CS obu na ni chiro because
Wow.
you can say because and we brain now by social media so claim me say woman na omo ye den omo ono na yebu na ni chia say we giaman we giaman hu ti say no onipa ko poti a oye ye ne de yes onipa ko poti a oye
Oh.
ye ne de ye yeah.
Yeah, Edio. Hmm. Yeah, but that's it. So Jim Rennie me
Yes,
new
so me
come on.
that's the same.
Me patro me the Roger no. Usi perfume your friend say Roger.
ROJA.
ROJA. Okay.
Aye.
Okay. Wait there.
Among
Madam
other
Jemima
things.
Hagen. Madam Jemima Hagen every Gigi. Gigi say obetaba
Gigi,
because they
hey,
say
me
there.
pacho, me secretary, papa, me secretary, no.
Hey,
Gigi, me
Gigi
pacho,
and baby.
August, me bo, me sewa, ye, nyema ready na me ban, me ba be didi pa, Gigi. Me kacho.
Gigi baby girl so obetama na me dia ba. Enti say there be a problem bia Emma.
Yeah. Gigi, there would send me one number. Catch us, me the way me see a dine cano. Me sing a quick low for.
MCA wa be da CP.
All right, Slim, me so me that's it, me that's it. Okay,
MCA
bye.
wa United Showbiz Peace FM and so at the same time sa PRO for Ghana Music Awards USA on na me ne twetwe nkomo and wa share light on the perspective of the event organizer. Ubi an event organizer ni ndi nkomo no pe na oni na di nkomo watimi amaye hu ba bia asem no akwakodu na in fact ne hwe senke betime hu the said lady oba kro na otimi bu anichie anadwo de suom ewo kodo so ewo nsuo so no Jack oba no heavy minim eyelashes kra na ehye no esum Paluta timi hu ba Paluta so ye very good. Paluta is very 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 good because say obetimi asport pa and said they na dem hu esum pa me so producer on fa video no nsantum biem anadwo sa time no pa umi atimi hu e kire sa no Paluta nani gene pa.
Ayo, DJ. The fans sitting on the bar. What's in the next one again? Everyone is proud. You don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you. Trust me. That was one. That was one anymore. I don't think you're for the pop and the uncle.
Producer Famatuso so hard. Anadwo de suom say party boat so timi hu akire ho. So obi bu anichie. Ana obu anichie no de send a text message. Ay! Thomas. AJ Thomas. Uye bio. Thomas AJ. Uye bi pap. Hey, obi catch me pass Paluta. I knew say oh, you're very stubborn. Maybe they mean that I saw a stubborn, but I mean say if I was praying, I was having a conversation with some industry guys this morning. I was like, that mean probably when I say, Obeba be hu sika nim so hu sika nim e wo nwum tuo mu a. Obehu ni say we dey say the emu e de nti ni say me di nkwa asem bi. I was just praying say be dru sa level. I was just praying say be dru sa level be hu say sika wo mti ase afi ma me comport me hu yi. But anyway, we are see the sanity. Ma me nko phone line so be we nya phone line, we video line. Now many coaches and a DMV party in the park Maryland, Virginia, DC on the organizer. Now from an event organizer's perspective, first and foremost, coaches, happy birthday to you. What your birthday, Papa? But
birthday boy's father, yes.
the
celebrate
coaches be able to
I don't be able to DJ Slim. What's up?
Charlie, the DMV party in the park, big event. Course on the 19th of July.
Yes.
This year, no artist Ben Mabuki.
Oh, this year they say you Kiddy, you Kojo Black, you surprise artist, and I you Ara the J. And I won Nana NYC about US artists in this one. Nana NYC. You were 218. You were artist baby.
Oh, there's this this a year was some of the 12 in fact my introduce you ye. It was me introduce you my manful because I think the first Ghanaian event me koye me baby wa America has me who say like a big event, like it's a big deal. It has to be DMV party in the park. The ones that I went to previously, not hitches in the doors. I mean, everybody's trying. I say to put an event together, ain't easy, sir. Everybody is trying. But the first DMV party in the park, I think the one I came to was in Frederick, Maryland, right? And coaches, if I'm wrong, I'll correct me.
You're right.
Yes, Frederick, Maryland. Now event in a big Sammy Drew baby na police phone na ba bi na say enye ne sorry free on yan kwai baby. Nipa ai be gu ho no. Police phone say yeah. Mo nya na mpon na mama abrofo no kra yam sisi omo. And oye Ghana ni your friend coaches on na wa say or organize this event I can say. So if people ask you say your event organizers I can say Abrochi I catch them say yes he will be say MC coaches who they are representing the game large and in charge. Oh, say no. Me that say coaches. Have a young coach. The and I know who
For the culture, I'm happy to be here. First time.
Yes, it's always for the culture, bro. As an event organizer, in the heat of a moment like this, and may draw inspiration from the first one because I realized that the first DMV party in the park, there were issues with it when police finally decided to come through. And they were telling everybody to shut down. And I was so scared at the point because it drew about 9, or was it 8 something? Me who answer police for na remu na on my former cycle. Yo, move out. Time is up. And this was like 10 minutes to 9 or so.
Yeah.
Move out, time is up. And you had artists who were still built to perform that couldn't even perform because of time issues. But I realized that DMV Party in the Park issued a statement of apology to patrons that paid and couldn't get, the full package as they wanted. Me who some issue apology to that effect. So BBC say as an event organizer in the Paluta case, what's the first thing that you think should be done as an event organizer?
Oh, as an event case, I'll have two about it. but take your time when I'm here my research. I share video no back to back. I took my time slowly. I'm saying nipa no I reacted to Paluta, but Paluta had it. Somebody who was on stage, he was able to hear it and then reacted to the person. That was a bit harsh, but Paluta is a human being, so also feelings. That moment, you know, went to me and controlling it, and he gave it right back to the fan. Some of these fans, sometimes I'll tell you, they are stubborn, and I don't blame Paluta. I will not blame whoever was at the event. I don't think that the organizers do something major. They just need to speak to the artist, and of course, apologize each way to the artist and to the fan as well. Most me the fan who say madam one year and artist so I think say a landed on the wrong side. Into also when you and also 1 year into munina everybody should calm down. And I would say we should do that. And Obianya to Basiana Bibia and Todi. I mean, I'm a man of peace, so personally, when I come, I will not, of course, sometimes I'll say, I will not do anything that would will cause any harm to anybody. So that is it. But yeah, Paluta is a hardworking guy. I'm looking forward to working with him here in the US, and he's very talented, and he has mega hits or hits back. I mean, I'm saying.
Coaches, it seems that baby I want to signal no it Tracy kakra but we wait my position who ye kakra bi aka ho na when you the full signal na fi edin come but this one too cuz meaning your days with Starbucks as Starbucks now you see you and I say now you mama will be what Starbucks but you person who because
now me a founder and CEO.
I'm founder and CEO of Starbucks into patch mama Starbucks with TV so nyina papa yi nsa no adwuma coaches nsa no adwuma but coaches you me sure say your days in Starbucks you dealt with a lot of artists when artists be delay I don't know I don't know say one manage artist there but put yourself in the shoes of a an artist manager right now. What do you think should be done to salvage this situation?
Oh wow, this situation, I feel like, come on, we shouldn't give it too much attention. It happened. The talent reacted, and I'm sure he regrets, right? Me sure say very sure say or regret it, say shit, I shouldn't have taken this route. I should have just let it go. So he's calm. I managed artists before. I used to work with the Alsiki, one of the best rappers from Tema, and I used to work with Stage A as well. We've been around all these artists from R2Bs to Sarkodie, and yeah, artists. I'm also so sometimes the audience have to come and for them.
You being close to an artist, what do you think is the best way? Ebia artist no kra enhu say. How do you think you can get an artist to see the bigger picture in a situation like this? Say ebia on share. How do you get an artist to, even if the artist is not remorseful, how do you get an artist to see the bigger picture in a situation like this?
Just to, release a public apology. That's all.
The artist is release a public apology. Okay. Coaches, my member also now these next set of questions are quite personal, relating to DMV party in the park type of event. Now, if you have an artist who jumps on stage in the heat of the moment, like what Paluta did, Yɛmfa no sɛ first one you buy, and I say even the second one yɛhu yɛn sɛ bi a Kwame Eugene anaasɛ Kiddy bi Afro Stage na afei oyi obi a ɔmo tuatua sika aba hɔ oyi obi a ma me lie man one by one. What would be what would be all coaches, what personally, or reaction to a situation like this? It seems the coach is breaking kakra. I don't know, it's a production, but
you know what to do. I'll be disappointed. Like I'll just interrupt and
production, Mr. Monfred, coaches in Rasubi because I want the best of signal before we continue the next set of conversation. But anyway, in my editorial still on Kim Paluta and DC UK, no Diamond Ladies Club. Omo event to raise funds for people who've been abused in relationships, that is kids and women. Paluta ekoyen or kotwa abuse and so come up UK ho. One form one chom. I think he got the memo. If you ask me, Paluta got the right memo. Or abuse now no say yeah. Big up. My Bible says swamam. I will abuse you people in a more professional way. So Thomas, AJ Thomas or full stage, you know. One fan chomo. Now, I saw a video of Boo God on Hits FM on Showbiz Review Extra. That is supposed to be my show. I remember one year I could do Ghana memoir betwaso near Yatuja every that side and so I saw home. Now, Boo God, when asked about Paluta's issue, or say, or no dear. There's a reason, I feel what I say, there's a reason why I know Paluta share from 15 years. Now, the Papa Mupa, their assistance now, on Kobe 88 years and count. Most people don't understand, some do understand. There's a mixed reaction on social media. I do not wish bad for Paluta, so Obesako back to the trenches. I've seen him in the trenches. He wasn't looking good. And it wasn't looking good. Cry. This is a talent that I've seen from zero. Although I keep on saying, I do not fuck with him. I do not wish so obeko because okoho obesa bed na mayi nyina bi. Nti se wo abontin bi na wo ye obi a wonim Paluta na asa wo ben na men wish so obeko because okoho sisi ya na ne ma etofo ma wo na obeba ho abepemwa. Ende men wish sa. Ba mate niema bi ase because ne nkomo bi a wadidi ene nsem bi asi, and I'm trying to choose my words very carefully. Nsem bi asi enti no, I can boldly tell you, number one, he's not remorseful because Hits FM video ne to abonten no oko repost to no tro so a perfect chance for you to have said, so, oh, maybe I didn't see, I'm sorry about it. That means, say, on fahu the SEO. On fahu the SE. Well, who's a moke can be na, that be, or bekanasem. And this issue, baby, I bet than enough for be Paluta, you can't win. You can never win. I don't know the argument I'll be to my present in a case like this for you to win. I do not know. If there is a way, trust me, and come here at the watch hole. There is no way you can win in a situation like this. There is no way. A program a targeted in ma. Naga Paluta the whole fan base in ma na aji adi enefa. Paluta moved from the hardcore rap boys era and entered with these soft love tunes and man apewasem. And one house could di matem. In fact, program my abuse ye raises cardias home. And one house could do about them. Nah, bro. I can tell you that There's nobody in his team that can talk to him. So if you're expecting Paluta to render an apology on this issue, it's like you are waiting for a ship at the airport. Chef. Matchna. Ebi American is here no me yo menum ho mo akotro bibia beto ho dia. Forget it. 1 week ni Emma. Oh, chef. Forget it. Matchna. Because on game na nkasa onyanti ase. And ade na seems say afoforo no. It seems say how anyankopon be a pipe no ni insurance no buy na obi no too much. Now say ko bi ni nketen na so so nkakra. Went to me. A swat drop ball so quick. And this is somebody that Rakesh Wasi, I'm for be online who knows this boy's journey. So many people knows this boy's journey. It's so sad that he had to drop the ball in the last quarter of because baby Bruno, you've jumped into the conversation of the artist of the year. Do you know how long it has taken several artists to even be mentioned among the greats? And that's because you had monster hits the year under review. Hit songs were we SIA divine. The NTA divine is a more artist. You do not know the formula for putting a hit song together. Mutimi bonum. No more but the same one as Sano, Bako be hit, Bako hit. Ebi okra mi nina kran hit. Paluta has dropped like 2 songs after TGME. Emudi na mote. Wa drop num drop thank you ba kubi no wa drop esichiri. Minim say the oye campaign ama diabetes for dia. Esichire and odi esichire ne nam senior man de esichire nam. But enyanya banga. Enyandru even enyandru ya hit level mpo. Sana nyom to etie. Okosoro na aba form na akosoro na aba form. But time ebeba form, there is a certain thing that can keep you, your stream of revenue, that is performance, the topmost level, that is performance, and sana music streaming revenue no so aba beka ho. Performance ne kese, the idea bi wo ho ebet make keep you afloat, and that is your attitude. And as it stands now, our attitude ne de killer bad man. Amanfo nya da baku. Omo support no. Omo ka say oh na artists be people get but you are not them. Akon for be the ehwe for stage. But wunye Akon. We need the level of monster hit and continuous success to say Akon. Edru ya ansa na otam obi de na hwe stage so. Unyandru the level of Shatawale wetimi abutu, otimi hwe ne bounce akra so most. Unru ho Thomas unru. Ebi so na wadwi mu hu so wadura. Fair enough, congratulations. Oh, media Rebecca ho asem enko ba bia enko fo ko wangasa no. Let's see how it goes. Let me get coaches on the line again. I'm in into akomo no so ansa na my finishing my editorial no. Me resi metimanya coaches bi ma so position hu ye na menya na. If I can get coaches on the line, producers mo here na me musa no questions ba ku mienu bi na mahu so party bi ase. And then we wrap up. DMV party in the park is on the 19th. On the 19th, DMV party in the park. Baby boy say, baby boy so about streaming this so. Hello.
Baby boy so about streaming this.
Vibe was streaming this so. DMV party in the park, 11th of July. Baby girl, 11th of July 2025. Me patro mami details no venue no baby ebe so real quick anytime anyhow nsem ba ku mienu bi.
This getting was not easy. This year getting a venue was not easy, but Namiadam we found a place that the county executive said, well, Maryland. But yeah, I'm say okay. Your parking lot yeah. A Maryland hospital. A free bare land, bare space. You guys can go there and do whatever you want to do. And if you like it, then go use it. So you're checking it perfect. We named it the festival lot, and we give the address out. So this year, lineup near, and they're strong lineup. We are ready to go and mash it up. Yeah. Yeah, Slim. It's on.
Yeah, rating here saying, rating saying.
Oh, this year rate, I mean, as usual. Every year starting with early bet. They took from $25. Ama Obia to me to be into time na and also page animal. See idea do $50. Into you keep it for now. $50 for everybody. Yeah, just to enter $50.
Mate. Me pembe na fe me no why one-on-one because they say their time no ABT and party no so time party no so cost was a koku rem. But some men have catch on is here with respect to the DMV party in the park.
Oh, with the DMV party in the park. I mean, this is the 4th year, and we have a lot over the years. So every year to grow as a our senior brothers in the UK. This year is their 20th year. I say congratulations to them. And next week, that is the 12th. That is the Ghana party in the park of UK. Ghana for US. The following. That is the July 19th in Paluta. Maybe I will be make it a point, make it a date to grab, and we have a stop.
Okay. Coaches with us. Coach is a CEO of Star Bars. In fact, no NSI CEO of DMV Party in the Park. Also, every summer, or United States of America, or DMV. In fact, that is DC, Maryland, Virginia side of town. It's one big event. For a month for Omonia Ghana for because the first one I'm calling Nigeria for Akata for Eguono. No, bro Ghana for so if you want to see an event as big as an outdoor event, very, very big like that, it has to be DMV party in the park. This year, on the 19th, make sure you pull through. Coaches made us all join in.
Thank you very much for the culture. Respect to you.
Respect. Massive shouts going out to Omo here online. I remember a couple of messages so I see I'm person me read here and send my wrap up your time now. Some other issues no ye ntimi anko so ya baby ayi na se no so amanfo asa akwaku sa na tie so woni nkwasiafo ye adwuma sa chemu adamfo na menchire osuban owo bofo no otena aka ni mu ano se ma menkele omo motika nim nyina kasa be sebi mpradu asa nye jimi na adoso a nke ekosie nipa nke twika basabasa sa de na koso wo Ghana sa there's a video of even Ghana police service for onkophobia omo twi moto rough sa ayase grind video bi ho mekwa kope video na afem de sa de ato but messages na ebi ni Frederick Apia wanted to know if we had the side of the said lady in the see obi aba social media obi aba TikTok no so say or no na o booking Paluta ni chi nti akoye se aye nim ni pakro Paluta ne pe ene betima kire say eyi ana eyi Thomas ono so se so on kasa bi they say otro kwa obeko social media ohu video bi o se ohu ode hu za no adane aponche Rakesh memories was slim onye Gigi Hagen was Paluta is overrated. His attitude and utterances are so ghetto and trashy. I don't know a personal problem, Anna. Gigi, you know a personal problem, Slim, I need an action camera when you are coming. Why? GoPro Hero 12 Black. Rakesh memory, mentors are okay. Mate, why? Ubi a fan of Damra. Ubi a fan of Damra. Control comment section on by me 20 minutes. Why? Okay. Someone am me 2 coin back at me. Terrier must release an apology letter ASAP. This one is from Bashiru Abdul. And that was where I left up in my editorial on King Paluta, saying that if you're expecting Paluta to release an apology letter, I'm mad. Now I'll tell you a story. Mokwani page so I'm going to say there is an apology letter I'll issue here to YFM. And in my first editorial, I can't ask him. Say YFM booked him for an event. When YFM booked him for the event, your guy did not show up. That's King Paluta. He did not show up. Sure, one show up, you know. Koba say, a man for a walk room on a lake. Lake Busumtria 7 making. Unse YFM 4-year program be one case. Unse lake in your Wabono or any one case. I think there are like 9 villages around the lake. So Ankasa there no. YFM 4 event and it's been one of the biggest. I mean, ever since I was at YFM, it's been one of the biggest events, that annual events that we have. Now, man for could do one of my trains say Paluta, Akwanamba. And almost started to say almost 2 more Abru event organizers. That's the radio station. And the radio station is like, we did our best to get this guy. Now we are telling him that this is the issue that is happening now. Openina said, did you matemo on phone? Thomas Ejasem na making. You said, did you YFM phone at on the phone? I mean, to me, baby, I send there be a Paluta samba. Metem baby, I made dream. Na saba be Thomas Mabubuano. Say, Slim, talk to your boy. This be the issue. So I went ahead. I picked the phone up. Now, said you me any deal, I can call him on any day. Some the same way I can call him on any day. I'm about bomber one word, one word. But my respect to protocol, so I called his management. Fred Kwame Ba. And a man as something said, this is what YFM for Africa catch me. Now, in fact, mini Papa J and now na said na a morning at the air corner. The guy is like, Charlie, your man, you focus up. I'm saying, bro, in order to salvage the situation, let's get Paluta to do some video endorsement, some video apology, so that YFM ebe post to on the social media handles. So now I could say, and yes, omo and the use of fake name be editor so. Because that thing also it hurts the organizer. Akoye say, uni artist ren kan hwe enu wabe dada say oni na kan bibi nu agi esika. That is fraud. So on that level, I was say, why you tua woka no? Ye bibi na manfo ni hu sampa. Ye tua sika ampa. But ebia bibi na si nti a wantimi amba. Said ye be ya next time. Ye dwuma ye no. Yes, I Fred Domini Biomo Mobeba. And I'll tell you this. This conversation happened, a 3-way conversation, me, King Paluta, and a Kwame Ba. Sango for me and sing, Sango for me and we, some bois, or Brabantino, me, ma'am. They should come and call me out. Paluta phone also. Yenjaro non can send be a worriase. Or so or no, da. He's never going to apologize because of call baby. Now baby or coin went to me home went to me time and man known to me rush and sound call wife and full program. No. Listen to this stupid a friend saying some more kind. Yabuku Etia cow or say or the oil came Paluta. In fact, what the foam abobon in Pabuasi. Ti crass over. Adiene ye Paluta is here now. Or she lofa. Lofa be by mrebi na as a phone bit at us. San be na kwana or ye Paluta is here and be no washe. Ha! It was occurs as same way of phone so. I'm saying, how is this possible? Metua okawie se brabebo program oso akọ baabi nti wantimi ama medru And if I'm sick, mami. Now the music cry, mami, we are. Or more mutia gate fee ni buy, no. Almost way. Me try din or phone me din or phone. So when he was ranting back and forth. Similar thing Kotono and or Rashiko program B. I think it's a TV3 for program B, and then he had an accident on the road until this time around. Don't kuno be and I'm kuno be as I say. Long story short, actually I'm catching management and say, Unim, forget you have access to his social media handles. Mohammed draft your apology letter I'm fan to. I had to push them to do that. Because a kwa to say the call on the basic or mu bookino na me nka hu. And so a koba asem no me hone sabe to ye. Me ka se me kwa me ko there were a couple of military guys. They took money from 2 military people. One for a feature, one for an event. He did not do the music feature. A me hone sabe drew. I had to call the management and call them to order. Say bema say nyom no onya francophonie sika mom. Apparently they had paid the guy for over a year. Feature and verse no and my soldier for so the unimomo omo abotre pa na duru so sa etefa so a nsem no doso ba ku bi okoye a I think offense wo baby no offense Kennedy Japan Chrome yi. Oh, what's the name of this place? There was a guy who called me from that side, and I'm sure I'm in for management in a number amount. Now money or mundili. So slim would say, "Well, our quad on David." And if you ask Paluta, Busana say, if I've ever called him, say me man show, say 1 year show, I'll just call the management. Someone ye Kofobi so here show, and as a business we have among from Kofu, we mom pitching from near Hedi BC. When we are could drew minim dia ye opanyina da wodem wadama program na manfo abekina watwen ha anadwumu na wose ni pastor tisa ye course biem ekoho se Thomas ntenani no nkoye program me say industry we mo and in the conversation say too many a dozen. And the number of them that are sat on, I've asked Senko for parties involved to be Antonio Boasena, a dozen to do. And if I'm to talk about all of them, it will seem say, as a who say nipan. But there was a lot I included in my Twitter because I said, this is the big stage. So set up, go hard or go home. There's a lot included in that. There's a lot. Seven previous I mean tiska emma baby mbeto aduane ma nipa kra o tie aduane na mame no ensa nkyerechire ne hungu nu so endidi matem na ka obekọ akoto aduane biem obekọ ho akoto aduane biem se what usika wona ado hu wanya 30 cities or 50 cities wakọ baby e se eto aduane wa se mu we e de ana banku we e de fufu we e de wokọ ya okoto no tre ne hungu so obekọ obiem o didi watem what fufu na ma onyina o se di watem obekọ akoto aduane wo obiem. That's the same situation that Paluta won. And I keep on telling him, say, Brandon, and as a marketing strategies, they turn umu, and as a washing powder, and one they turn SIM card, and one is the turn artist. So marketing plan, and the same principles, none they turn way, and one they turn way, and one they turn way. They are also disaffection, a circle, so disaffection, a circle, so disaffection, So this is the big stage, one more time. Adwuma na wo yesi sie no ama bia ye millionaires bia ye billionaires bia ye adefo se adwuma we a wo yesi sie ama bia bodam nsoso ama bi abofom ebi ye worse of cry chain sen komo start komo anya nyom krank ye ni nyina wo nsem 7 kwara na omututu anoma ho omde ko kire opanyin no busa opanyin se anoma no wawu ana onwu ye opanyin no dwene na o kire se kwara o dwene se ya jimijimi o wose anoma no wawu ana onwu ye ani nyina wo nsem because me kaso onwu sisi obetima mi aboa no wawu me kaso wawu nso obetima bie mu nsem sisi na aboa no ko esuo bibia ewo nsem sisi direction bia wonsem ne wo na ka memene wa nka apology letter ne de nke ba ntempa because your primary base ma your core fans ma o switch free singing by rap switch free rap or singing na start am access following and even mana omo pa wonyum bebre no they are in a certain category omo demography no boom. This is the 25 plus. The youngins don't fuck with you, bro. You know that. Uko jinale go on stage in Zuhu in Kwarano said the normal show. Bro, Nyansam Nieka. I wanted to organize a Paluta event. Oh, Accra. Nightclub now, I'm 2 with friends and garage. They said that they don't like your brand. Garage. If you did not hear it, me catch it because here no many places are calling yes hard. Garage say there be that. Oh, demography bim. Sad demography no suya how they react to situations and move accordingly. Move accordingly. So, yeah, dream one to find a way to place you. Baby, ebe place you be obeko fa problem for their brain. Oko ano akotama sem for their brain. For fans that are waiting, say, Sadie way to be trapped. The best person you need to talk to is the artist. Instead of attacking any media personality, I will share my view on it. I've seen Saliman's view on it. I've seen Mahu Bulldog, Mahu Vida, Mahu MCI Ebwa. I think a couple of radio stations to Sumi TB over the weekend, entertainment shows. Before Saturday we crab on apology letter be or cry or I think that would have taken the center stage. But as usual, I told you to park or show on Fahon. I told you to park or show on Fahon. Enti the person ya no ye. Maybe be here. Now I call to Ohio. See my Big Sam. I went to 4 AK24. Many Big Sam ever be doing come over kumbi AK24.
Hey, DJ Slim.
I went to 4 na
DJ Slim,
nkasa.
what's in car?
Metonka, you're loud and clear, bro. Also to menka.
Metonka pa loud and clear. When the fache make a crame, me na mukrobo intino. Me fache be. Me say me when any me sound your poor fache be kakra me year rounds. July 4th weekend so any time. Now bibi aboko.
July 4th, they won't say barbecue na and I'm na. Me no ka service is here ya mo ba bia be the two jasus here and to turn real quick. Big Sam, event organizer Ohio. Big Sam and the Black Sheriff Ohio a couple of months ago. Now event in a big, in fact, it's sold out event, very, very big. Congratulations going out to you, Big Sam. Why are you putting Ghana music on the map? Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you. Thank you, Slim. But that's it. That's it.
First and foremost, how was it like with the Black Sheriff event? Net to say.
Oh, Black Sheriff event, it was outstanding. It was actually one of the best shows at my in Ohio all these years. So it was very successful. It was great. I think that Black Hole is up to something, something great. We just got to keep on supporting him as we are right now. And, the overall the show was a success. Obi Energy, amount for by his team, the artist himself, everybody was happy. So it was a great show. Thanks to everybody that came out to support.
Now, as an event organizer, if said program be say Kosuna and there are technical issues, there are issues on stage, how do you handle it? Do you have a routine? Do you have a drill? If there are issues like that on stage, how do you handle it?
Yeah. So first and foremost, event organizer, be a person on person if be bad, be able call stage, So we don't want anything bad to happen. So we do something. We rehearse. Yeah, practice it. We go rehearsals and all that good stuff to make sure nothing bad happens. But say a kobana. I want also to me use one cast our judgment, as an event organizer, use your own judgment, management backstage use their own judgment to make some sharp calls to make sure say all my mobile events now yet event goers, they are still okay with whatever difficulty or technicalities they see, they are still okay with it. We just have to use our good judgment and make sure say we overcome the default and any mess have be able to be out. Yeah.
In a case like what we've seen that is trending right now, typical one has to be Kim Paluta's event in the UK. From an event organizer's perspective, how would you handle a situation like this?
Well, before I met answer, I want to say this, and I always tell people, say, especially like the you and my own creative space, and our artists, because it takes more than just $50, the $60, the £80, the nine whatever euros. No, it takes more than just a regular ticket to have somebody come to see you on stage. What I say, America, and as me say, according to my way, obi to ticket $60 now for general admission now. What to ticket no? Okoto atade. Oto atade wi a owomba e was for the back baby sitter no so betua. What I say? O free out of town eba obeto gas egu ne kam obe rent car oba obeji hotel. Ain't before the night the baby so be sure no on nam de wo. So it costs more than just a regular ticket just to come to some of these shows. So with that being said, no, I always tell our artists and us, even the promoters, us on the back end, they say we have to do whatever that it takes to make sure, say, patrons, some no, they will get their money's worth and they get satisfied at the end of the day. So now back to your question. Do you see, it was sefem kakra what I say, but I think say Paluta should have still have some kind of emotional intelligence at that time. What I say to know say microphone mo hono unti no mo buy say or disrespect or crown pona, you have to hold it in and let management handle it and ask event organizers the okrumon to handle it. You don't have to respond in front of Nipeni Musa. No, I don't like that. What I say. Yes, yes, I know patrons don't disrespect no man idea, but for you as the main actor, now say, unti ani padome to on my besho no. Never sanko behaviors that way. In my opinion, I don't think that Paluta a idea, especially in the times like this. He's now picking up. Others are picking up. Others people are really absorbing his music, and he's getting that recognition. So this is not the time to have respond in such manner. And it happens to be a female, and most likely, I think it's Waka. Most of Paluta's fans, they bring I back. And when the woman kind of tag against you now, oh, and all in all, no, I'm saying you be man, no, why not dear kakra, but now some management say the ebim, and I say at least from now moving forward, the management got to come and step in, no more boy, because sometimes yes, Penifo can say, the over when you mount who the over cheap, Macaniana, Pachemi.
And
Who
the
trade
idea,
ya, won't be who it.
yeah, the idea, ni muno, who nechi.
It's maybe maybe what polluted here, management with me who now. Almost strengthened on what I
Yeah.
say, no more correction, no more to me trade Adriani. Oh, now, many other man was also to me. Oh, say management in the Casana was someone in it, you know. So, I think so that is my response to that incident as of now. Yeah.
Well, I came across yeah, several people because the internet is balanced on this issue. There are some that believe say yeah, artistically he needs to be vocal and express himself because he's also a human being and to BBC to me affecting him. But as an event organizer, where do you draw the line, especially when it comes to artistic expression and inappropriate behavior from an artist? Where do you draw the line? It drew saying, "Wait, my calling out here, yo, look, this is uncalled for."
You know, um, so I'm an event organizer here in America. I'm Abroche. Some things a little bit different here. How we do some things, right? We believe, and I hope say be ours. It may be Ghana still believe the same. We believe that the customer is always right, right? And you know, say customer to take it about so show. I still don't think said Paluta should have responded in that manner because so responding to Jaima management will be full from Major Mike and me come out. What I say, man, for one case when him and responded, oh, as I say, you use some curse words near the idea when he pay mu. No. Obey 50, 70, then I to cast or I show. You know, still, I don't think say he was right for that. No. And as far as drawing the line, you know, like right now, especially right now, so I carry on so I pick you up. This is not the time I only wouldn't it. Um,
Big Sam,
Slim Otimeka.
me tonka pa.
Sorry, me na me nya we didn't come if I check me. Oh, ain't you know? I think said to draw the line. Oh, yeah, now Sanka Unia Bema. Pose kakra na washe no ho so. Nanka, oh dear. Even though the fan was wrong, well, just let it go. Just let it go, and then address it later, or have management come in place. I don't think management. What I said, we pay them. You pay management, they get paid for things like this. They handle it, and that's the event promoter. No, has or more cramp. No, let him or her handle it, because on your money has on your money Paluta over come back to Ghana. What I say, and I'm
Yeah.
9 out of 10. No, most of the patrons that come to this event, they have relationship with the promoters already. What I say, it's my promoter and deal with it at that particular moment, and then the promoter will deal with the artist and say, hey, I'll buy any say me chroma say this. But you as an artist, remember when you just response, it speaks different about you. Every grandpa now one just and nipa, we all have emotions and things like that. What I say, a bit matia so, but also to me share also as an artist because you maybe say to me see, obi to me cost, obi to me to see good, so obi to me it happens. But also to me share also and keep it professional. What I say, keep it professional. 5-star artist, keep it professional. What I say, what to me come the years the same be also to me share also it's part of the art, and you have to develop and train yourself in such manner so that maybe you know how to respond. What I say, being an artist in yes, what question studio, why you want hit song on. There's more to it, and
Yeah.
Slim, you can attest to that. And these are some of the things that you
True.
have to master. What they are saying, emotional intelligence and all that kind of good stuff. So to me, sure, also it's all part of the art. Oh, and to know what to me, you
Mm.
master in the art, then you become that whole full caliber of artist that we expect from you. And to know, I think still, I don't think Senna was corresponding in that manner. So to me,
Yeah.
what I used to curse was now, man. No. Or sounds your bar. What I say, and Banobu to go so once I say you be, and that happens to your core fan base. And I
Yeah.
think say to me, to draw the
Sam, I mean,
line, I think say no.
yeah. Mami Busa, this last question. Now, me assure say when you sit down with your team and then you're putting together an event, you go through a tall list of artists that you want to engage. I quite remember there are times that you would call me say, "Oh, ja, BBC so now it's Slim. Who is saying? Maybe artists who is saying." there are a couple of times I didn't come out or sign him and I'm sure so your inner circles, your team, money on your jumano. And so mudin komo. But what are some of the things that you look out for before you book an artist? Move book artist then pana mo and son mo booking.
So okay. You booking an artist, and normally we engage with the fan base. Your Jama fan base, in a sense, say, let's say we have 3 artists that we are looking to play. Maybe it can promise Tombo and Sako the FSC. Now, no, your Jama artist, we do something called like a poll. Yeah, poll to social media. For whom? Emma, okay, out of these 3, why in Panama person muhono? And then they will select. So once they select, and then we're gonna do our own screening as management on the back end. And TFN say, "I'm can promise that, right?" And then we will look at can promise. Can promise, our catalog and now our new bit my budget best at least 150, at least 2 hours. Our bit my budget 2 hours and now. We have to look at that too. Next songs, does it cut across? Does it cut across past just Ghanaians? We look at that also. We look at a friend is saying, what else? ABI, Neoma, why in the past, or in the history, in the shows our boy in the past. How was it like? We do all those kind of research. And Sana, reaching out to his management and ask, we do the proper protocol to make sure we bring the artist in. And the first initial stage, say, to my fan base, to my fan base now, no más selected your mope. Almost selective, now management, say, okay, see, I know, can promise. Can promise fulfill all these things that we desire as a production company, entertainment company. I mean, and then we reach out to the team out there, and then we do the necessary paperwork, the writer, all that kind of good stuff, contract, and then we bring the artist in. So these are some of the few steps that we do to go through. And Sana, selected artists. I'm gonna perform it Columbus, Ohio.
Okay. In a situation like this, if there's an artist who has a track record of abusing patrons of an event, what will still make an event organizer move forward and book an artist like this?
It will be a dilemma. It will be a dilemma, Kakra, because an artist that has a record of abuse, I think say it will not speak well. For one, for the artist, and for two, for the event organizer. I don't want to do that because one, most of the fan base would not want to come to a show knowing say a question maybe or an abuser, he has a lot of domestic they don't want that. And, as an event organizer crowd, and I say as an investor, I'm taking a risk because people might not show up to this guy's event. So why do I want to invest my money or take that kind of risk knowing say I'm out for back? What I say, I want to put my money there, I want to invest there. I'm not even going to waste my time on trying to promote or bring in an artist that has a track record of being in an abusive relationship and has a being very violent in public. No, I'm not gonna risk that. And to me personally, I'm not gonna do such an investment.
Big Sam Medase, I don't know if you've been in or if you've ever had an incident on stage before, and how did you manage to solve that incident? Meaning, so throughout your career, when your incident visa, similar incident visa, and how did you manage to solve it before we wrap up?
Yeah. So fortunately for me, I haven't come across anything like that. Um, it's been very smooth. But let me give an example. Just recently, I'm here, Black Sherry Show, right? When he was on stage, I think say a bit to a bottle, but I think the bottle not too. I don't think there was a bad intent. So the bottle two bottle now bono, right? But to bottle now bottle no a ball Blacko. Your man Blacko picked up the bottle and or far boss on the two stage in the chamber call and or two on the performance and also he did not respond to it. He didn't throw the bottle back. He did well on my star. I mean, you cannot compare somebody throwing bottle to Blacko versus somebody actually cussing him out. That's a different thing. But these are some of the expectations or response that you get from artists versus responding right back and cussing. And no, we don't want that. Well, but like I said, many I have not been in such situation. But if I do now, I think that the first initial response will come from the artist, and then the rest will be the management. But we would then not, go banter with a fan in the middle of a concert. Yeah, and yes, cameras need to be production console. We're not gonna do that. And yeah, she be that, and I'm a bomb pioneer. Yeah, she be. That's it.
Shebi ye to insurance you go o event na be so patro next event na da ben e na hwan so e na ode ne ba what the Paluta ba na
Yeah, that's Uh, yeah, next event, it's still the pipeline. Yeah, planning dates. So once the dates and all that kind of stuff is solidified now, remember if you do we also now your project, But as I know, can say, you go so share your I am crime over. But yeah, July 19th, yeah, be yeah, supporting me
yeah
my coaches. I was DMV.
yeah oh yeah oh Mr. Producers
Oh,
munya big sam mame
but Slim, when you mean?
meet you minya opa
Yeah,
meet you
Fatemi. Yeah, Fatemi. And yeah, because supporting me near Bema DMV party in the park. July 19th. Yeah, we be OT around that. Mumbrana moment support me be I come out.
nice big sam me da see piece of Jim right now me din komo street is watching so
DJ Slim,
thank
Mr.
you so
Medas,
much for joining.
money my power, yeah. Money my power, yeah. Keep it up. We appreciate you.
Thank you. We also appreciate you over here. And Big Sam, hey, event organizer, Ohio. On na mene train come for the culture, so on also I shared the view with respect to this issue and this edition of for the culture. The idea is to get a lot of people who actually book artists for event like this and get into their minds to see from a more perspective how do you handle a situation like this. But in all fairness, I'm thinking we do Ghana Music Awards, Ghana Music Awards USA. I'm trying to get Dawn, but I think in the subsequent shows, Hasi will try also get him on so that we'll have a conversation around this. And yeah, easy. And yeah, easy. Let me read you a couple of messages and then we can wrap up. Titus Aite. Or see Jojo Bruce. Hey, meaning say, no kind of some coaches, no kind of some. Gigi again say coaches, you better not bring him over. He's digging his own grave and we'll help him bury himself. Gigi. Violence, yo, the violence queen. Asimini, Adam Bernard is saying MC, have you apologized to the artist you have insulted? Which artist is that? SBJ Africa is saying, Slim, you are the best. Gigi again is saying, his audience is the 40 plus. Okay. Ampia Abigail is saying, I'm thinking the same way about Paluta concerning his fans. How do you know this, Slim? The young ones are not minding Paluta this time, and it's real. Well, Edwana Oyecha, Utimi Esampo, Ehu, Babia, Ubia Ewo, Babia Paluta wono, Yenum bidie, Yenim se hona owo. Se onwan kasanso bejia tumni die. And we see a different conversation altogether. Gigi again is saying, thank you, Big Sam, for the breakdowns, stating the obvious, he ain't all that. Hey, I'm on for any pollutant who was some but here we see, I say, near up now, and then come on here to me and I'm quite cheapy. I think that these two issues, issues are presses here, and I was here touch on one or two of them. Now, they wrap it up. Mr. On like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you do that right now. And make sure you put on the bell notification so there be a drop of content. Also, once can be baby, I will be on behalf of the team here in United States of America. Spanky Kwame Spanky Boga Spanky any Boga Amigo. On behalf of the team, and so Ghana. Also Suronsu 36 and then Nana Twitremotrahin Kujo virus. The WBS say or Jim Rena Oba online ever your content and your friend DJ Slim. Me wrap up CCA na mejaw in the hands of Kim Paluta Oyuki. Wetima hu obi so obu na nichie anadu de suom a omote kudu om. Paluta ni yetu na ni jini otimi hu anichie anadu wo kudu om. I'm leaving you in the hands of Kim Paluta as we wrap up. Also, Famiko, me da say.
You don't give a fuck about you, you don't give a fuck about you. Trust me. Yeah, twice one. Yeah, twice one anymore. I don't think you're going to find a car for the airport. Oh, wait, they say you was I'm going to keep it over. I don't need